couldn't do the pod person screech without killing you all.
Okay, we're going.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a new session of Offbeat Melody. I am the temporary GM, and where do you even begin? Anyways, last time in Offbeat Melody, Zoe found out that Zoe is in quite a pickle, as what she thought was Simon and Talon turned out to be imposters.
God damn it, Kay.
But her fortunes changed when suddenly Isaac in a weird jumpsuit showed up with a freeze thrower, and found out the Isaac that she'd been talking to for a few days now was also an imposter.
Dear God.
And was currently alone in a car with Hal.
Kay!
I don't have a sound voice, so I have to manually do that stinger with my own voice. Otherwise I would. So, after some conflicts that led to the exhibit of Duchess Scissorjaw being broken open, and a complicated system of glitches and magic that led to a temporary witching hour happening, Reptitalon being nommed by Big Mel, which certainly hopefully will not dig up any traumatic memories in Zoe.
I need therapy.
Well, the Daleks always are thimble.
And almost lost her camera,
That's
but
true.
but thankfully seems mostly intact, although there might be some bugs and glitches until it gets all roughed out. Meanwhile, as the rest of the party came back, Hal and the now imposter Isaac had a bit of a conundrum, a bit of a clash in which Hal completely used Bethesda physics to ram the imposter up into the sky and then down to the ground, sending Isaac's car careening into a ditch.
This is what you get for having your fake drive me around.
Which I think that means the only car that the party has is the classic now.
And my bike.
Like the only proper vehicle.
And the van Isaac got from Dr. Y.
Yeah.
Also, I just remembered that fake Isaac told Hal after that his car broke. He's like, "Are you really that spiteful or petty after you wrecked your car? You had to wreck mine."
Yeah, and then there's also Joe's car. But temporary character, so yeah, it seems that the classic's goal of getting rid of everyone else's vehicles to everyone depend on it is paid off.
The classic's not evil. Don't say that about her.
She just likes to be driven.
She doesn't want to get rid of the other cars. She wants them to be awakened so she can have friends.
Oh.
Maybe babies.
What?
What?
I'm not touching any of that sentence that you just said.
You know, we're moving on. We're
moving away.
Just a bunch
So
of
that's
little
because
RC
Julie
cars.
saying that to everyone as she's rubbing down her car. It's like, come again?
What a segue.
Listen, I don't think I need to explain what I just said. I think it's very clear what I just said. And you just have to figure out whether or not you accept that as a thing that's possible.
Now,
And I want you to really think about what we know about the world we live in nowadays.
Zoe,
And whether it is or is not possible.
I know you said.
Because I think that answer's harder to answer than you think.
I know you
Yes,
said.
Al?
I know you said what a segue, but I heard I want a segue, and I imagined the classics saying that, like they're saying I want a boy or I want a girl.
Oh, is
Are
a
Segways
Segway?
really cars?
Oh my gosh, they're like car tadpoles.
Oh my god!
They haven't grown their back wheels yet.
But wait,
It's been 5
but wait,
minutes.
what?
Not even 5 minutes.
PT did this as usual.
When I want everyone to know that Julie is currently having a crisis of faith over God being racist.
Oh my god.
That's right. After she has fucking pissed Zoe off several times.
Oh Jesus.
All right, so some of us are heading to my house, and some of us are heading to the bunker.
Complete confession, this is out of character. I can't remember where we left off. I know we were splitting
God,
up, but
I
I
think-
can't remember who or where.
We
Yeah,
have,
I
Let's
think
grow
it
up
was-
and shit talk. Maybe
I
it'll be
think
there.
it was Kaiko, Julie, Benedict,
teams.
and then maybe one per other person going to
We've got
Oh, yeah.
house.
Westfield
we agreed
team.
that
Benedict, Kaiko, Julie, Daisy, Davidson team, Zoe, Celia, Isaac, and Joe.
yeah,
Yeah.
we agreed that Benedict and Joe should one of them should be on a team because they can't be controlled.
So,
You are also taking Mallory there with bunker team as well, as she's still discombobulated but recuperating. Because I think she's going to be, as Oren says, I think she's going to be kind of pissed when she finds out what happened to Simon.
Yeah, and Zoe grabbed Isaac and refused to let him leave.
Friendship ended with Julie. Now Isaac is best friend.
I think we were going to my house, the Davidson team.
Yeah, so we could look for something to help us, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, your lab or your mom's lab.
Yeah, you're
The
planning on
workshop.
shoving me in that fucking spacesuit
The
again.
spacesuit. Yeah. And Zoe is currently quite paranoid, so she wasn't crazy about splitting up, but you guys managed to convince her. But she had like, no, these two are coming with me.
All right, I'm going to be picking up Miranda at the radio station. She's been informed, and we're gonna go pick up Susan at her house.
Oh yeah, didn't I text Miranda like right at
Yeah,
the
and
end too?
And she says like she told you first time when you complained about people wanting to take her because you're a lizard. Her response, first time.
Yeah. Yeah. First time.
Susan, I think has a. It's gonna sound very John Carpenter, but she has a sword that we use to point out what's a changeling or werewolf back in the day. Hope still has it.
That might help. Yeah. Well, where's Susan? Is she at Thimble?
She's currently at her house, and
Okay.
oh god.
Oh no! What
On
if they got
one hand,
Susan?
on one hand, part of me is very a nostalgic part of me is dying to see her reaction to find out that those are real. On the other hand, I also don't want to be in her immediate present when she finds out those are real.
What?
On the other hand, that means she would owe me. She would owe me.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
why? Oh, because is Susan on the way to either of the places?
no, basically, Oren's saying that he is going to get the Phantasmagoricals to make sure they're all in one place.
Okay. Okay.
And no, because Kaiko and Hal's house is literally directly south of all of you, whereas everywhere else is out of the way.
I do not have the spatialness of Melody.
Yeah,
Moore.
Hal and Kaiko's house is basically on the same street. They just like have a branching like rural path to each.
Alright, away we go then. But how much of of our stuff can they copy? Like, if there was a fake me, could they turn into, you know?
I don't think so.
Well,
Going by what
Well, I
Isaac
don't-
did, I don't think so.
Wait, which Isaac?
The fake Isaac. The one that tried to murder me.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did try to shoot you when you when you teleported out.
Yeah, and he didn't magic you.
He couldn't look at me with his special eyes or anything, so I don't think they can copy that kind of thing.
Magical, supernatural bullshit.
Yeah, that.
But assuming he has my memories and access to Spindle's supply, so that's still dangerous in itself.
Yeah, it's dangerous
and
enough.
what about Thimble?
Yeah, I'm really worried about that. I'm actually wondering if I need to, maybe me and Mallory should split off and go to Thimble ourselves.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to come with me, Zoe, that's okay, but that would leave
I'll just
Celia,
leave
Hal, and Joe to go.
Hal, Celia, and Joe alone. Joe can't be controlled.
My house and Hal's on the same street, so theoretically the Hal team could just go. Well, some of the Hal team could go with you to Thimble, whereas the rest of us could just go to my house, then Hal's house, or the other way around.
We were splitting up in the first place for expediency.
And then we were gonna go right to the bunker.
Yeah, so going from one house to the other kind of defeats the purpose of the expediency.
Yeah, which bunker are we going to again, Kaiko? You pointed it out once, but where?
It's the bunker in question that I'm fairly sure that the imposter doesn't know about, is one near Barbaro Barrens, which is apparently, from what I've looked at, is a bit of a World War II surplus bunker.
Huh.
I haven't looked into it much, just outside of the. But should be pretty clear that there wasn't any really weird shit in there besides the tons and tons of World War II medical equipment, clothes, some helmets. Maybe some guns and ammo, but.
I mean, it's us. I don't know if we need guns necessarily.
It's still a safe place that they don't know about.
Yeah. The safe place is what's important.
Also, that'd be World War II guns, so. All they're really good for is getting an absurd price on Pawn Stars or some shit.
Which is still not useless.
And also in this town, that could be just a viable source of untraceable income. I'm pretty sure I know a former art show critic who would pay out the ass for World War II guns.
Remember when Chumley got arrested for cocaine or whatever, and they found out he had a chum room, which is where he fucked prostitutes? Sorry, you mentioned Pawn Stars, and that's where my brain went.
I remember
room.
that. The chum room, yeah.
Isaac was just staring and not like a mix of horror and fascination. It's and then he's like, "Oh, I thought that was someone from your time talking about your weird friends back before you became cool."
Oh no. I thankfully didn't see their chum chum rooms.
Oh God.
A guy
did-
tried to get me into his once, but I saw how that could be a problem right away.
Isaac and myself have never watched Pawn Stars, so I was completely lost when you started talking about Chum Chum's next room. I'm like, what?
Plus, I
Okay.
got to learn whether or not the key trick works, and let me tell you, those little fuckers can scratch skin pretty hard.
Also, it wasn't just the fact that he was, paying prostitutes, which, whatever. You should pay your prostitutes, and like, if you want to do that, fine. But it's also the fact that he was selling like hardcore drugs out of his house.
Yeah.
It was really fucked up.
Hal has tuned out of this fucking conversation. I just want you to know that he's just standing there staring into the distance waiting for you to be done.
That was
Hey,
Benedict
you need to go.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's Benedict doing?
And
That's a good question. What am I doing?
Yeah, DC. What's Benedict doing?
I assume he is in the back of the car.
He's the one sitting waiting for everybody. Okay, Isaac, do you thimble Isaac, or
Sorry, I was typing something out.
TT go.
I mean, Isaac goes, I really want to check Thimble, but I mean, if
like, I'm not letting you go by yourself. You need to go.
I mean Mallory would be with me, but I know what you mean.
I'm not letting you go by yourself.
Also, Mallory is a little
Yeah. Yeah. So he's like, I just look over to Mallory, looks back. I'm not letting you go by yourself.
Actually, Isaac wonders, should we bring her to Thimble? Because if it's compromised, that might not be a good idea. Maybe she should stay with
bring her
Oren.
to the bunker at least temporarily might be Also, what are we gonna do with that as Tycho points to the remains of Simon?
Oh, I assumed Duchess was trying to eat that by this
No,
point.
he didn't eat him, she bit him in half.
Which half is it?
It was imitation meat, so she didn't like it.
Do we need to analyze it or anything?
Well, they should have like medical gurneys and shit there, so when Mallory gets to snuff, she probably could do some tests there if we took some of the
I guess
equipment from the lab in there.
So you're just gonna want to just load the corpse into the back of a car?
Well, we'd probably put it in some kind of container first. We're not going to carry out, the bisected remains of our coworker.
Oh yeah, hang on just a second, guys. Celia walks over to the body, scoops it off the ground, fishes out, and opens her mouth.
No!
Celia,
No!
Celia,
I will jinx you.
roll me a weird, and then a tough.
Okay.
Gonna need you to roll both.
Okay, weird is 14. Tough is 12.
Nothing happened.
Oh my god!
As soon as Hal
Okay.
sees you do that, he turns around and walks out of the door. Like he's not even.
And Celia just crams the body into her mouth.
No!
He's gonna go sit in the passenger seat of the horrible Y truck because he wants to be there.
Celia, nothing happens, although the worst aftertaste you've ever had starts filling your mouth.
Oh god!
Like, the worst possible food crime you can think of, times that by 10.
Oh god, this is even worse than Woody Allen fish.
So Zoe's right next to Isaac, right?
Oh, let's go. Yeah, can we go?
He's just like, he just kind of quietly leans down and whispers, should we be concerned about that?
I mean, she
That's
eats stuff
probably not
like
healthy.
she eats stuff like swords, so no, but also maybe.
Also, your stomach, Lucilia, is like churning like the fucking fast food mascots churning.
It's 2-day-old Taco Bell on a hot day in there.
Oh God!
Word.
That was a terrible idea. Why did you all let me do that?
Wait,
We
tried
tried
to
to
stop
Thought it was
you.
funny.
Julie.
What? I did?
Celia will see a body. Is anyone going to clean this up and not wait for an answer?
Alright, you know what? I am officially happy splitting up again. No, come on, Isaac, let's go to Thimble. Come on. Shakes your hand and starts taking you to your van.
Oh, and Daisy was going to Keiko's place, right? According
Yeah.
to the teams. Okay.
I think
That
yeah,
way
I
she
think
can-
I think that you were taking Daisy with you guys to the bunker to protect her.
Yeah. If it is Daisy and or
She seems to be having a hard time adjusting to the whatever's happened to her.
yeah, or she might be a reptoid who's got memory problems. We aren't actually sure yet.
Although that's the thing, and if this is Isaac and Zoe talking to you guys, I don't know. She shows up in the site as her dinosaur self.
Yeah, but
The
like
others didn't.
the others are trying to take her, so she's not one of them. But she's not completely herself either. Like it could be her getting a thing like what happened with me, but this
well,
is
since
we're
we have-
apart from everyone. We're separate from everyone.
Well, we have. I imagine we're now going to be discussing this as we're just heading there. Well,
Yeah,
we have
talking along the way. Yeah.
Daisy. How you are with needles? That's an easy question to ask, I think.
No.
I imagine she does a lot of like crocheting and sewing.
No, I
I
mean
think-
like.
Strong like
That's
PP.
totally what she
Oh.
would reply.
Oh.
Yeah. You're
Oh.
right.
That's totally how
well-
she would reply to that too.
We're just gonna need to get you to donate some plasma, basically.
Listen, I know that you don't expect it, but I actually do believe in vaccination.
Oh.
It's actually made me burn some bridges with some of my fellow creators in my certain content sphere, but like, just because I believe in the healing power of crystals doesn't mean I don't also believe in like basic science.
Ah, congrats. You are more of a decent human being.
You're a diamond in the rough, Daisy.
No. No wonder why I liked her.
So
Yeah, so I'm
Isaac,
thinking once Mallory's, we're probably gonna need
Yeah,
a blood
yeah.
test just to, compare just to. Or at the very least, give us an idea of what's happening, maybe. Okay. Oh. I'm still me, but if it's like the Thing blood test, hopefully it'll prove that I'm me.
Oh, Daisy.
Easy.
Daisy.
Oh.
I heard
You
oh,
and-
DZ. Oh, I heard DZ, and I heard you heard.
Oh, I
When
said
Nora said-
Daisy.
Oh, I heard DZ.
Yeah,
like, wait, what?
I
I
did too.
I said, oh, Daisy. And then I said DZ after you said DZ, because like, DZ.
Yeah, I thought DZ posted something.
And I did too, despite the fact that I didn't remember it.
So Kaiko's gonna turn to Joe. Any of the places you frequent gonna be compromised, or?
Joe is with the other gang. Joe's with the other gang. Oh, right, because you're going.
No,
Yeah, Joe's with the other gang. Because
No, he's
he
with
can't
the-
be copied.
He's with
And
these guys because Benedict's with the other gang. At least he's with the.
I thought, that is Kaiko talking. So Kaiko is with Benedict, Julie.
No, we're all together right now. Okay, let's just.
We haven't split up yet.
Okay.
I think we're still in the parking lot of the
Yes.
museum, afraid to go
I
in
imagine
because
we're
that's
like
just as
boarding up.
loose.
We're boarding up the front of the wax museum.
Yeah, we gotta trap her inside. Oh, so once you go inside and untie the watchers and observers.
Oh, yeah, alright. I mean, I can't quite see them. I can, like, take a picture of them, but I don't. That's not really enough to untie them.
Actually, I can do that then. And Isaac
Yeah,
will use magic to summon some rats to go chew on whatever magical ropes are tying them up.
Took you long enough. We've been like that for days.
So he goes up to Celia. Celia,
Zoe?
you might want to regurgitate that as soon as you can, because like that's not good for you, and I don't think you should have done that in the first place.
God, does it taste like this because it's Simon, or do they all taste like that?
I'm not gonna answer that question. I think it's funny though.
I'm not sure how to answer that question. I just think you should get that out of there as soon as possible, because I'm afraid it will make you sick.
If Mallory was awake, she would comment on how good Simon tastes.
God damn it, TT!
Hey, it's not even in my real stomach. Why do I feel like this?
Anyways, Kaiko
You're trying to kidnap me, Celia.
Anyways, as Kaiko was asking Joe, any of the places you're frequently going to be in trouble, or?
BRB, I hear someone knocking at my front door.
Oh, okay.
Well, I doubt they'd have much reason to take over a bar.
I don't know. Like a bartender who has dirt on everyone might be.
Fair enough. Is what I use them for.
Something we'll check tomorrow at least.
Do we have anything like the camera?
Well, we could go to Mafau's and see if she has, like, I don't know, maybe any of those long shot. Maybe like some of those, like, They Live sunglasses or something. I don't know.
I feel like if she did, they would be Groucho Marx glasses.
Oh,
They
God.
probably are. They probably are.
No, the Groucho Marx glasses are the disguise glasses.
Well, yep, you're right.
It's the X-ray specs that are the.
It's like, well, I'm on good terms with a quarter of the police station. At least they don't throw me out when I walk in.
What was that? I heard you knock that.
Sorry, I was doing a bitchy complaining tone because somebody was talking to me while I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, it just sounds like he was like, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like you got Tom and Jerry'd.
Sounds like you got fucking abducted mid-sentence.
What?
Oh, it was just Amazon. They dropped off something they already left by the time it got to the door.
It was like, he goes, yeah, probably already hit the police station if our little hospital case is anything to go by.
Currently dealing, well, whatever if there is a Reptoid police station, they're currently dealing with the feds, so.
Well, who better to mislead them? Or cause trouble?
Anyway.
I know a few unsavory folk in town. I don't know if they'd be interested in grabbing them. Unsavory folk flashes to just the local pot dealer. It's like, you know, what the police would call unsavory. It's like, I just steal pot. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, you mean the local Satanist?
Probably.
And Isaac just like, when hearing about the Satanist, he's like, wait a minute. I had to go to my D&D game. What did he do?
You find out your characters changed their class or something stupid.
It's just multi-classed horribly. No.
What do you mean? I sold all my equipment and then blew
I took a vow of
blew up
poverty.
the blew up the NPC I was friends with my whole life.
What do you mean he said that's what my character would do? What does that sound like?
What do you
You didn't show up in 5 minutes, so the DM took over.
What do you mean? You thought I talked it over and cut up my character sheet and created a new one.
So it was just.
You went from like
you
went from a Ratfolk rogue to a you went from like a Ratfolk ranger to a Lizardfolk rogue.
Name is Fukayu Aizika.
Jesus Christ.
Satanists think I'm just going through some shit. Anyways, sorry.
Sorry.
No, that was a good aside. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's about all I can think of.
Asides help keep ADHD brain in check, so the asides help me DM. Anyways, as our parties get into their respective vehicles and depart, we are going to go with Davidson team. You guys have Zoe, Celia, Isaac, Joe, Hal.
We go into my house first, and then.
Yep.
I guess.
The bunker.
Isaac and Zoe are gonna drop us off and leave. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, yes, yeah. We're gonna go to the temple.
Yeah, because then if you need to, Kaiko's group can pick you up, right?
Well, Joe has his car, so he's following, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need to stack up.
We just go straight to the bunker.
Okay, so yeah, we can actually split up. Me and Zoe going to Thimble.
And the general.
Oh yeah, and the general.
Here comes the general. Rise up.
Oh. Get out of my house, I guess, and wave you off.
Yeah.
You guys stay safe and don't get got.
If I get got, I'm pretty sure Joe can put me in the ground, so...
Oh.
I'm gonna push you in the ground.
I'm just saying you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. I'll be there to slap it.
I mean, I'm guessing
What?
that's why I'm going to my basement. I'm getting a fucking spacesuit, I guess, so they can't touch me.
You guys are not helping with my anxiety.
No one's gonna die, Zoe.
You ate a corpse!
Except for maybe Celia.
No one we care about is going to die. And that's the best outcome.
Yeah, I mean...
Come on, Isaac. Isaac, let's just go.
Now that we're not in the van anymore, I'm pretty sure you can get rid of that in the back.
Fucking call the rattlesnakes to pick it up. They'll scrap it.
Oh yeah, the rattlesnakes are by Thimble.
Oh, the van. I thought you were meaning the...
I thought Thimble was like more in the deserts and the rattlesnakes are in the woods.
Yeah.
Let's get the map.
Isaac was trying to research big magic. I still have to talk to you about that, TT, to relocate Thimble.
Ah, okay.
Unless that's something we did previously? I can't remember.
I wish I could contact the rattlesnakes and make sure they're okay.
Meanwhile, the rattlesnakes are having a low-stakes sitcom adventure about, defining the territory in their new base, and they've painted lines, and they're all doing it for the bit.
There's a B plot where there's a nest of very pernicious squirrels building a nest in the base.
They were the ones who just sat with me during the Bunny invasion and just watched rom-coms.
Hey, yeah? Do you ever wonder why we're here?
No!
Fucking inadvertently form the base of the Box Canyon, but another group of them has claimed to it first. So they have a really intense airsoft LARPing game.
Let's go, Isaac. Zoe, sorry. Celia, get that out as soon as you can.
Gotcha.
I don't. Why am I? Why is this? She's like holding, like rubbing her temples. She walks away.
Alright, I'll lead you down into the basement. Like, I don't know what we want down there, but
All right, Hal. Roll me a weird.
alright. Ten.
Okay, as you're sifting through the basement, you find the spacesuit pretty easily. It's like where you left it. But you also see a few walkie-talkie like things that it looks like enough for like one of each of you. That has like some post-it notes left by Miriam on it.
I'll pick up one of the post-it notes first because they might be bombs in disguise. I don't know.
All right, as you pick up the post-it notes, it says unencryptable walkie-talkie communicators, and you can tell by the handwriting this was done by a much younger Miriam. Like this looks like what you would think her handwriting from like early high school would be.
Alright. I hope they don't explode. I'm gonna put those in my pocket.
And you notice that each one of them has like a little logo that seems to design each of the old phantasmagoricals on it.
Oh, that makes sense.
But that seems that they would never got to be used.
He'll put that in the convenient pockets that I'm pretty sure that she put in the spacesuit because you can't have too many pockets in anything. As he puts the fucking thing back on, he's like, oh god, I hate this thing.
Also, with that weird check, as you press as you're putting in pockets, you accidentally press a button that you didn't notice on the spacesuit before. That turns the spacesuit from white to a completely different color.
Okay. What?
With a white clear visor.
What color is it now?
Hey, I hate
Red.
you.
Red.
I'm gonna push it again because I hate that.
It's now blue.
Thank you. I'm gonna stay like that.
I saw. Enough.
Alright. Do we want to take anything else? I mean, and he looks in the corner at the fully working mech.
No. I'm not there.
It's not exactly conspicuous.
Celia's there. Who else is there? Joe is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's Joe and Celia that are here with me.
Yeah.
Hal, can I raid the fridge? I need something to wash this down.
I mean...
Get it out!
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything like a body containment unit in here or something. Because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, as you sit, like, if you open up, like, you find like an old specimen containment bag type thing that looks like like one of those transparent unzippable body bag things.
He's gonna hand it to Celia and go, get that thing out of you, please.
Okay. Celia sets the bag down, opens it up, doubles over and just horks up a dismembered body, along with several buckets of seawater.
It tastes worse on the second time out. Somehow it tastes worse.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Also, in addition, a rusty old sword, a moldy treasure chest, a broken accordion, and the skull of an ox also come up with it.
What?
Whatever, Celia. You can go eat whatever's in the fridge. I'm gonna double bag this. I'm not asking any questions. He's just gonna be like, alright.
And then so does a small red crab, which skitters off.
Hey, bud!
He'll tell you how to beat the big bad.
I should.
Is there anything else down here in, that we could grab? That might be useful.
Besides the walkie-talkie and out of the current conglomeration mess that Miriam has there that you haven't even went through, maybe, but it's one of those things that would probably take it's one of this is have decades of Miriam stuff in this.
Yeah, I'd have
Hey
to
guys, Julie's got a suggestion, and Julie's me.
But you're not here with us.
Oh fuck! Never mind.
You're at the other place.
Or maybe she's on the phone.
She's with Dad, remember?
Yeah,
It
I'll...
took me a second.
I mean, you can text them if you have the idea.
Yeah, I'm still in the basement, so you can text me. I mean, we're not on a...
I'll let you guys figure it out.
Alright. It's not gonna happen then.
Yeah, I mean, if you got something to add, TT, you probably should.
I'll let you figure it out. You guys got it.
Sure.
I can't believe
If I'm not there, I can't be there to think this idea, so.
I can't believe you just ruined us all, TT.
Yeah, well, you should, because I'm also the keeper, and it's kind of my job.
You're not the keeper right now.
Yeah, but I'm the main keeper.
TT is the overkeeper.
I will see if there are other suits that would fit other people, because I'm going on, the knowledge that you can't do magical bullshit through this spacesuit. If you can't touch my skin, you can't do that mind shit to me. So I'm gonna see if there's any more of them that would fit the other people.
You see another suit, but it seems more designed for a preteen young girl. And also looks very, Trekkie.
Oh god.
Aww.
That's adorable.
Right? So that's Zoe's.
It's not... no, it's bigger. Zoe's bigger. This is preteen girl.
Oh, so this is like Wesley Crusher.
Yeah, this is a suit Miriam made for herself.
That's adorable.
I just imagine that there's several suits of different sizes of her development. Just hoping that she got to space someday.
Aww. Callie, you need to bring your mom to space.
I was planning on it.
From what it looks like, this looks like baby's first attempt to jury rig some sort of biohazard suit.
Oh.
I just remembered in the letter that Ogilvy sent to Miracle Miri, he literally mentions, I won the bet between the two of us about who would get to space first.
Son of a bitch.
Pissed her right off. So, alright. He doesn't see anything else down here that could be useful. Celia's upstairs raiding my fridge. Joe, do you see anything down here?
You can roll a weird.
Sure, why not?
And TT could chime in what he finds.
Be a 6.
What am I rolling?
I'm just saying, since you're the overkeeper who knows knowledge of the basement, you can chime into what Joe finds.
Oh, in Miri's basement?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, he failed.
Oh, okay. Joe,
Mm-hmm.
you find a 2-foot long, 15-inch wide steel box with like an old school high school style little lock, sealing it shut.
Oh no.
He's just gonna put the box down and leave it alone.
Wise.
It shakes a little bit.
Oh, terrifying. Thank you.
Yep. Not touching it.
Okay. I'm gonna go back upstairs, and I'm gonna see if I can, because Zoe was asking about it, if maybe it would come with, if I can find the talon.
Yeah. Italian friend.
All right.
It would just be hanging out. It did kind of like assimilate with the cat colony, so.
It's a giant cat.
The cat colony isn't always where you think the cat colony is going to be.
Yeah, just ask the general to summon.
I don't know if he's here.
You could stop me before I leave. And
You've already left.
Oh.
Oh, that's the Baron.
A cat that walks in on two. A cat walks in on 2 legs. Looks up at you, nods, walks back out.
Absolutely none of this is weird to Hal.
And you hear what sounds like the cat equivalent of trumpets? First there's like cat secret service who runs in, looks around, and then just a wave of other cats. Like comes in like a wave from the forest, as if like the dinner bell rung.
A wave of cats and one dog wearing a cat suit.
and a talon.
It would probably stick closer to the tree since it knows it should hide more, but once
it's our house.
Once it realizes it's clear, it would, slink in on all fours.
Oh, has the arm gone back?
Yeah, they did fix it.
Yay!
Yeah, before I can't remember. I'd have to go listen back to my art, but I'm pretty sure the necromancer fixed them, or fixed the talon, or helped replace their arm at least.
Yeah, they did something.
Yeah. Suddenly, tentatively, slowly, like a cat who knows they're not supposed to be in a room, dipping their hand in it, hee, I'm in it anyways, but also very cautious, one at a time. Looks around, sees Hal and Joe and Celia.
Well, Joe's new.
That's why it's more reserved.
Oh God, Joe! This is a horrifying sight for Joe.
Yeah, let Sarah describe this one.
So, slinking in with these colony of cats, it's no fur on this thing at all. Once it kind of stands up from on all fours, you realize it is humanoid. Lanky, tall, thin, no skin, but armored chitin and bone armor. No eyes, just a smooth dome of a crest of a head and but underneath really gnarly teeth, and much like its name suggests, it has these 3-fingered, long, taloned hands.
Did you guys
And
adopt
across,
a xenomorph?
actually, sort of, it's
Closer to a Tyranid.
Yeah, same difference.
He's a fun
it's
little guy.
it looks like it's made out of bone and chitin and stuff.
It is my friend. If you heard it, I will be angry.
Oh, I heard it.
I mean,
You're not there.
That is not being said because I'm not there. That is
Yeah.
me saying that to you, Raven.
Okay, so we make stew. Gotcha.
Oh
So
God.
this is what my friend
Tonight
Smiles.
we died on Talon Soup.
This is what my
Joke.
friend Smiles drew of him.
Yes. I love
That is
it.
creepy. Alright.
Although this one has still has like a slash mark, like 3 scars, claw marks across its face.
Gotcha.
Hal's gonna wave it over and go, hey, so some bad guys are trying to kidnap Zoe. You wanna come help me with that?
And it like tilts its head as it's listening, and then kind of stiltedly, as if it's picking up these gestures, it nods. Can't speak yet.
Alright, so I think that's everything that we were gonna grab from here. They didn't tell me anything specific, so I just grabbed what I could get. So I'm giving Julie 5 more seconds to call me before we leave.
No, you're good.
Alright.
Now you're good.
You could text her.
I'm not in that area. I can't search it, so I can't have this idea in character.
God damn it, TT.
I'm not metagaming for you.
Alright. And we're leaving without it.
It's alright, we'll be fine.
I mean, really, Hal can go back and get it back.
I mean, how could the Polybius machine help us, really?
What the robot making contraption that turned the car into a robot on the Polybius machine?
The problem is the Polybius machine already has its own thing going on. And that thing is that Neil Ciceriga has fused with it inside. And if you take off its paneling, you just see like a mess of human organs and wires and circuitry.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
You
wait.
can't hurt me.
I will go actually go get one of those buttons that turns machines into things.
Makes them alive? Makes machines come alive?
Yeah. I'll go grab one of those. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. I'll be right back.
What would happen if you stuck that on Benedict, who's already alive?
He becomes double alive. He gained a second life.
So he becomes a robot equivalent of Sun Wukong.
I guess he'd gain a digestive system
Oh no.
and the ability to heal damage on his own without needing to be repaired.
Oh, jeez.
I guess
He's become
yeah,
a
I
real
guess we
boy.
know how to. I guess we know how
And
to build
I
up.
guess because it does create a nervous system of sorts, but there's already a rough equivalent in Benedict, there would be an extreme, like it'd be an extreme stat boost.
Oh, jeez. I was just making.
I'm
a
sorry,
joke.
I
was
spaced
thinking-
out for a moment. here. Don't give me organs.
Don't give me organs. Don't give me organs.
Hey,
But don't
Now
you
we know
want
how to-
Benedict to have the ability to gain nutrition by eating other machines?
No.
Does it taste his own cooking?
You'd
No.
become well. No, see, he's not an organic organism when this happens. He's like the Iron Giant.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Remember how the Iron Giant had to like eat metal and digest it to process for power and to heal himself? Like
Don't
like
eat
he was
the
just
veil needles.
yeah.
I think Celia has put Benedict off of the idea of eating forever.
Possibly.
He's
Perhaps
fucking
if we
in the-
slap this on Nodimus Prime's head, does he become the headmaster?
Just imagining like if Benedict getting slapped on, and then suddenly he grows from like a short, like 5-foot manlet to like an 8-foot tall Robo Chad.
Okay.
Benedict
You
is
hear
already attacked.
He's a short king, all right.
Just reminds me, I'm sorry, last tangent, but in the third Critical Role campaign, one of them is playing a small Warforged.
Yeah,
And
fresh cut grass.
Yeah, he keeps making the joke, or like it's become a running joke that he has the only organic part he has is a human tongue, and it's just the most horrible thing. They're like, I'm going to taste the air. No, you're not. You do not have the tongue. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't have a tongue. I'm sorry.
As that horrific image comes through Hal's head, we're going to cut back to, for sake of, let's go to Zoe and Isaac as they're driving to
Zoe
Spindle.
just BRB'd.
Oh, to Symbol.
Meanwhile, Benedict, I just had a terrible premonition. A sneaking suspicion that someone's up to no good.
What? What's that? Julie says as she's currently in a flame war on her phone.
Over what?
But you're
Whether or not she should watch. Yeah, I know. Whether or not
Julie,
she should watch
please
Star
keep your
Trek
eyes on
Picard.
the road.
No, it's okay. He never swerves.
Whether or not she should watch what?
Whether or not she should watch Star Trek Picard.
Oh dear.
All right, eyes on the road. Fine.
Thank
I tell you, the classic drives herself.
Yeah, this is the only car that I know that's ever avoided the sidewalk hole.
So, Kaiko, what are your feelings on reptoids being real?
Kaiko, you know that image you post from My Monster Secret? That sadness and just utter dead inside expression.
Just
That's
that
what
look
Kaiko
of
gives
complete
you.
resigned despair.
Yes. That's the expression you get.
Yeah, feels about right.
Honestly, it's sort of a worst case scenario. Well, second worst case scenario as Kaiko gestures to her face of like, give it, little bastards. Yeah, out of all the things that are real, the idea of a globe spanning conspiracy of lizard men who can be anyone you know, and also want to eat people or do other things we don't know what they're on about yet, being real and not just a dog whistle to hurt other people is still processing that. Also, the fact that my coworker was also one and may have been one for quite a while.
Oh my god. What if they're angry at us because we made them a racist dog?
Made us look bad.
Like, if there were living frog people and they found out about the frog memes and how that got inexplicably racist.
I mean, Celia killed Alex Jones.
Yeah, like they'd be pretty pissed.
Do our conspiracy theories have actual memes and consequences?
Maybe the lesson we take away from this entire situation is that you shouldn't make animal people into racist stereotypes for real people. Because then the animal people will get pissed.
Well, I would assume one shouldn't be racist to begin with.
True. But now there's another reason not to be racist.
Wow. Well, hopefully there isn't a bunch of secret wizards who are really pissed off at J.K. Rowling then.
There definitely are.
Cut to like one of the Alto Clef apartments where someone comes home and then their wizard roommates just tweeting furiously, dressed to nines like complete wizard gear. What did she say this time, Malfessior?
Ooh, that one has layers because what Malfessior's name sounds like the douchebag.
So Celia, how did Reptoid Simon taste?
Are you texting that to Celia?
Yeah, while driving.
Remember that time we saw that pitcher of water on the washing machine and we thought it was regular water and we made Kool-Aid out of it, but it was actually bleach water?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, imagine that, but 100 times worse. And with, like, pieces of beef floating around in it.
So is this part of a group DM?
Yes, probably.
Types out. It's like, there are times you seriously disturb me.
Hey, it was an accident.
You didn't wait for us to give you an answer about whether or not you should eat a corpse.
Who leaves bleach water just sitting around in a big pitcher that we drink out of?
So, real Isaac can't see this because he hasn't joined the group text yet, but the imposter Isaac, who has his phone, is just watching this like, oh my god.
Pissed off some crazy people.
Wait, they ate his corpse?
Just like, damn, I knew she was hardcore, but it goes above and beyond.
Tell Command, they eat us too!
I'm just thinking to that meme now where, like, the FBI agent assigned to me, and he keeps overhearing the conversations of him trash talking at a video game, and he fears for his life.
Oh, hold on, that reminds me.
Okay. Is it feasible that Julie knows that Reptoid Isaac has access to the group text?
Yes. Although I think Kaiko might have kicked him from the group chat.
Oh no, please not yet. Please not yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Do you think we can trick the Reptoids into eating one of their own so they can see what it tastes like?
Probably. And again, maybe they already have, and that's why they want to eat us, because their options are so terrible.
We could pretend that we were making them a conciliatory peace pie. Or heck, we could just go to fake Isaac while we pretend that we know that like he's real, like we don't know that he's real Isaac or fake Isaac, and then we could just say, "Here, we got this great hamburger while we were out. Would you like some?"
What the fuck are you
And
doing?
then we could tell him that it was made out of his own people.
So
Julie is
This is all in the
Julie is specifically trying to freak out fake Isaac.
So you want to season 6 Arya Stark a Reptoid into a meat pie and feed it to their kin?
My brain was actually going to Tantalus and Greek mythology because I've actively scrubbed most of Game of Thrones from my brain, but yes.
I only remember because that was the one. I only remember that because it was the one good part of that season.
I mean, there were lots of good things in Game of Thrones. It's just sad about the rest of it.
The one good part.
Now hold on, if we put it in a pie or a hamburger, what if the other ingredients overpower the main flavor?
You're assuming that I'm using other ingredients and not just grinding meat and then, like, very briefly cooking it.
Yeah, but like pie crust is delicious. ...
Pie crust can be delicious, but not if you don't add the right ingredients. We could just get one of those store-bought pie crusts that tastes like shit. You know, the kind where you might as well just be eating fucking, like, unsalted saltines.
Why are we entertaining this?
And it's like, chat's going off, isn't it, huh? Just seeing Zoe's
Zoe
horrified
is
look
not-
as she's reading this.
You know, I bought a pie from one of the mall stands last December, and I was actually drinking water for like a week afterwards, just completely guzzling it because the thing was so fucking salty.
How much do you think Reptoids know about us? We could do some other things to make him uncomfortable. Like, we could get towels and dry him off. Be like, oh man, you look so over moisturized. Here, let's dry you off. Because I bet that's uncomfortable. I imagine he's like a hot human sort of reptile. Or we could say he looks flush and give him a lot of ice packs. Just keep giving them to him.
Yes.
I'm not comfortable with the direction this conversation is taking.
Daisy's in the back seat, like, what are you?
Zoe's looking at her phone with this like, neutral face.
You know, Zoe's had trouble with ice cream ever since she became a snake monster. Maybe we could give them some ice cream, and then they wouldn't be able to digest the lactose.
Boy, hey, private information, Celia.
That gets her to answer.
But wait, you're lactose intolerant now.
Or we could just hand him some crickets and say, "Here, buddy, you look peckish," and just pretend it's something we all eat. Because I mean, apes eat bugs all the time, and the thing is, lizards do too. And he'll have to be like, "Oh man, are they trying to suss me out?" Oh no.
Personally, I'm in support of replacing some of the meat in our diet with bugs because I feel like that's a better use of space. Bugs are so much easier to farm.
Don't really try it.
So what if it became like a self-fulfilling prophecy?
In the group chat, Isaac, big air quotes, posts WTF and leaves the chat.
I too am slightly disturbed.
Yeah, Zoe's like, after he leaves, Zoe comments, "Fuck that guy," but yeah, what the fuck?
Want him out of our chat.
We could have made a new one.
Was that the intention? Was that truly
your
intention?
Yeah. Well, that had to freak him out. You've never played psychological warfare?
No!
Listen, when a bitch in your posse turns against you, you don't just cut them out. You take some time while they still think they're part of your gang to just shred them. You make sure that they spend at least 7 weeks sitting in their bed thinking about the heinous shit you said while you were pretending to still be their friend before cutting them off.
It's called chat chicken.
Because that ruins them.
Julia Hazeltine, what did your parents do to you?
That wasn't parents, that was high school.
Is this in the group chat still, or are you guys is that in person?
This is her talking in person.
Okay.
Yeah, that also is in person. It's just like I'm mortified.
Emotional neglect. Emotional neglect seems like the primary thing.
I'm sure Daisy's like, I could teach you some meditation techniques that should help with that anger.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I want pie now.
Zoe looks up to Isaac. They got the left side out of the group chat.
Oh, good.
I don't know if that actually. I don't know if that was worth it.
I don't like that he still has my phone.
Yeah, I don't like that he has your face.
I don't like that. I don't. Take it out of context. That's an insult.
It's just like, yeah, he did take it as an insult. He literally just goes, yeah, I'm trying not to think too hard about that.
No. I like.
In a crowd.
I like your face, Isaac. No, your face is good. It is a good
no,
face.
No. He laughs and goes, no, I mean, I want my face to be unique, as in I'm the only one with it.
That's fair.
nothing
I
against
would-
twins or anything. It's just
Every-
I lived, 30-something years as as not a twin, so, as far as I know. So, it's just weird.
I mean,
As far as I know, are terrifying words.
I mean, Hal recently found out he's a twin.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Zoe looks looks up and
How is
about it.
why he said. How is why he added, as far as I know.
God, imagine if there was a second me running around. I mean, there might fucking be.
Make up every day I shake up, lonely as a man without love.
Okay, it said it reconnected, but I'm gonna not trust that because last time it said that, it didn't. So just 1 second.
Alright, let me know it's all fixed, Gather.
Yeah, I wonder if the post I made talking about my games that I'm running got some of those.
If somebody wants to check and see if it's running, that would be nice.
I shall go to YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, it still says you're live, but...
They did make sure the sound's coming through. Uno momento. Oh, there it is.
Just to make sure that it's
testing.
doing things.
When you've killed 17 orphans in one blow, you have to think why. And the answer, of course, is why not? After all, you're not going to fill that meat grinder with just cows. Gotta put some orphans in it. Otherwise, the beef won't be as right.
And that's the other reason I support adding bugs to our diet.
Grind up enough crickets and eventually you'll make a man. That's what I always said to my pappy.
I can hear voices from the stream. I can't comprehend them because they're just talking at the same time as we are. It's fucking with my brain. But
Deafen yourself.
Mute yourself
here.
in Discord. Yeah.
There are voices. It's working.
Okay.
Okay.
Every day
Well, to make sure we were coming through clear. We're back.
Then it should be working.
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. We're fine.
As the group pulls up to Kaiko's house, it's like, okay, hopefully nothing's broken in or...
Well, yeah, it'll take a little longer to get the symbol.
Alright, so Kaiko, alright, door's still locked, but... Hey, Rufus! What's up? Anyone that looks like Isaac or any weird people hang around recently? I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of blazed all day, so... Yeah.
Can lizards do weed?
Rufus!
I know.
That's
The hide behind.
hide behind.
I know. I'm wondering if they could replace Rufus.
Oh.
I mean, they wouldn't have to be able to do weed to pretend to be Rufus. They could just say that they were blazing.
He is surrounded by fog, so...
I mean, they could just have, like non-intoxicating
Julie would be
leaves
able
being
to-
burned.
Also, he's like a 13-foot tall tree man.
The big I would think the more important thing is, like, can reptoids impersonate a creature who's got a completely alien system of, like, the equivalents of tendons, ligaments, and bones? Like, Rufus is a plant. He's not he's not an animal, so he doesn't have bones and muscles. He's got, vines and bark.
Yeah, we don't know how far their shapeshifting can go just yet.
Yeah, like that's imitating a completely different structure. Like it's a very alien being compared to a vertebrate like a human.
Yeah, the humanoid shape is kind of the only similar thing about him.
Like if you stripped the bark holding it into a human shape, it's just a mess of fucking vines.
Yeah, you poke Rufus and it's like three reptoids in a trench coat, basically.
I don't think they'd be able to replicate the way it moves.
They wouldn't.
Easy. Easy.
I should download that so I can use it as.
No, do not put that on a soundboard.
Please put it on a soundboard.
Oh, I'll do that.
You know what would be the worst thing? Okay, I shouldn't even finish the sentence because I know this will just
Mercy, Sarah.
continue.
No, don't say it. No, now.
Putting Cock Batman into a soundboard.
Oh no!
That's why I don't want to say it.
We should though. We should get TT to record it and put it in a soundboard.
No, what we do is we take the excerpt from the Drakon Let's Play.
Yes.
And isolate it.
That wasn't Drakon. That was the fucking Lord of the Rings one.
Are you sure that was from like you're flying around?
Jeremy was Draken, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have had to dig that up several times to show friends what the fuck I'm talking about. It was definitely the Lord of the Rings one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
What are we talking about?
I'm currently in a thing. I'm sorry.
Cock Batman.
Oh, I had the horrible idea. We need to get your recording of Cock Batman and put it into a soundboard.
Oh, okay, Cock Batman. YouTube listeners, do you remember Cock Batman? Because we will never forget.
Moving on.
We won't let ourselves forget.
Stop talking about my cock.
Rufus is not a reptoid.
Okay.
But it's like.
Now, whether or not they've bought him off, that's a different question.
Rufus is loyal. How dare you?
It's like. Okay, because there's imposters, like, things who disguise themselves as other people going around. It's like, and Rufus just looks at his fans, is like, looks back with this terrifying expression, and Kaiko was like, have I been replaced?
Oh, don't worry, I thought the same thing. I think you and I are A-okay, doing finger quotes.
Whoa. You could just be another person, just get... Whoa.
Rufus has their hatching.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, the only loser thing that, the other thing that's been around here is the ma'am, the late kids, maybe old Sam from time to time. Oh, and our old, and our new roomie too. Also, HOA stopped by the other day to. I mean, not the other. Earlier to put.
What the fuck did the HOA stop by to do?
Probably saying that unauthorized construction, or you need to make your house look better, or it's like, oh, you haven't renewed this paperwork, so your house is now going to go on the market, yada yada yada.
All right, Kaiko, I know that we're currently dealing with reptoids and they're pretty dangerous. But after this, we have to kill the HOA. Their tyranny has gone on too long. We need to put their heads on pikes.
Well, I won't go as far as murder. It does seem pretty heinous that one's own house is being policed.
Is it murder if we tie them up, throw them into a hole, and then bury them?
Yes.
I mean, they could get out.
And
Exile.
But you
is
don't want
the
them to,
better
and that's
way.
better.
I know you probably know this, but I'm also going to remind you that it's controlled by the Karen Brigade.
Yeah, there might be a personal reason.
Yeah. I'm also bringing it up because Julie also had an issue with killing her mom before.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's being facetious.
Okay. Like,
And Zoe's mom might be involved, so
yeah,
No.
I get these
Oh, no,
about
that.
like once a month since my parents, you know. My sister used to deal with it, but since she's not been around, they think they could bully me out of the house, but joke's on them.
Do they?
Yeah, because I keep saying like some like HOA or like current housing rules means that I need to file some arbitrary hoops and like legal mumbo jumbo to keep my house, which is just all their ploy to buy it up, bulldoze it, and then make this a new prime rich people beachfront property.
If Benedict could make a face, he would. It's like, truly, these are barbaric times. He's in robot. Yeah, he's back into his robot form.
Yeah, because the history of my... Because they... Back in the day, since my parents have owned this, like my family's owned this since Old Melody, apparently when we moved out here, this all used to be unusable swampland, so they sold the land. So that was the only land my ancestors could buy because they're Asian.
Well then.
But now, since it's modern times, you can now just have beachfront property and all that, and like a bunch of can be easily developed and like sold on huge markup. I'm now like in the way of development and making a new rich people gated community. Because I just don't own the South. I own like a lot of the woods around here.
One should simply simply be able to live. He's starting to go inside. These are truly barbaric times.
That's the HOA in this town for you.
I have half a mind to chase them out with a broom. He disappears into the house.
We've got to figure out a way to get the LARPers after the HOA. I feel like that worked once, and we could make it work again.
He comes back out. It's occurred to me I'm not sure what we're looking for.
I was going to need to go get some equipment and research materials from the basement, so...
Right. Goes back inside.
Specifically missing people, sightings, and trying to correlate any specific patterns of behavior so we can maybe figure out where their lair is, hopefully? Like, we know, like, a lot of, like, stuff that's happening in the Bone Flute Rapids and near the fossil bed, like, about lizard people, but, like... With, like, Daisy being one, and she's not like them at all... There's something fishy in the air. And also, I want to change all the passwords and locks so Imposter Isaac doesn't use the codes to the basement bunker.
That's true.
That's what I get for trusting a narc.
Hey. Realize it isn't a lizard person.
Yeah. Me a year ago would be so pissed at me right now.
Hey. Me a year ago would be face down in a drunken stupor. So, it's called growth. Like Oprah
Really,
said.
Julie
Bro.
got text.
Oh, shit.
Chum
Got a
room.
text.
It just says chum room.
Ah, damn it. The Chum Chum room.
Benedict calls out from inside the house. Question.
Huh?
Did we adopt another lizard?
What do you... What?
He comes back out and he's holding an Archaeopteryx.
What? Where did that...
What?
What?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. It was ransacking the pantry.
What?
What?
It is
What?
hissing and kicking
We
and
were
screaming.
talking about Group chat.
Excuse me, sorry.
It's very upset that I'm holding it.
Benedict, roll me a sharp check on the Archaeopteryx. Or a weird, your choice.
Sure thing. Okay, 5, 8, that's a 10.
There is something attached to its leg, like a little bird.
Appears to have a little thing on it.
It's like like one of those bird tags that
Oh
have-
yes.
But it unfolds into a message that you can't read.
Oh dear.
And like little etchings and the like.
Does a robot squint? I can't make this out.
Kaiko takes it.
He continues to hold the squealing Archaeopteryx.
Oh, what's this? I can't read.
It appears to be chicken scratch.
This
Hey.
is some sort of language, but hold on. Hey. Hey. Hey, Julie, would you say that Daisy's lizard form looks like a T-Rex?
No, it looks more like a sexy Dinosapien.
But it does look like a dinosaur.
Yeah, but like a sexy Dinosapien. Like a
And-
Dinosapien, but if it could get it.
I can't believe you ever thought you were straight.
And apparently a scaly.
Yeah.
Listen, if I didn't think I was straight, my parents would have beat me.
Oh.
Oh, there.
Oh, mood.
The now imposterless group chat gets the DM. So, Benedict may have just accidentally did with what people looking for Makili and Bimbe have been trying to do for centuries.
What's that?
Found a dinosaur.
What?
Picture of Archaeopteryx.
What? Bigger in bold text?
I
Wait a
just
second.
leaned over to see the picture. What?
Wait a second.
In my pantry.
In other words, Julie, you'd say that Daisy is a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
No. Fuck.
Oh, you were leading me to a joke. Shit.
Okay, why is there an Archaeopteryx in your house?
I don't know.
It was raiding the pantry.
Hal's just gonna text, don't bring that to my house, the cats will kill it.
Oh.
Isaac says to Zoe, he goes, we should probably take that to Thimble if once we clear, just because that is. I didn't thought Archaeopteryx
you hear
was
Kaiko?
Oh,
real.
hold on. What was that, Sarah?
No, he's just like, and he's as talking to Zoe, he's like, I didn't think Archaeopteryxes were real. I thought they were disproven.
Are they? Were they?
What?
No, that's Isaac not knowing.
Yeah. Zoe's like, wait, were they?
No.
They were like,
I
no. That is
Hold
not
on, let's
us.
put it-
That is a character, Lydia.
Kaiko comes back with a cat carrier. Hal left some of these behind, just in case.
Ah, most excellent. It is continuing to gnaw on me to no effect.
As you put the prehistoric dino bird into a cat carrier.
Very feisty.
Hey, what are you doing with the dinosaur, Kaiko?
Probably send it to Symbol when we got info. Also, Kaiko's going to DM. There was this on his tag on his leg. As he sends like a full photo of the chicken scratch.
Can I read it?
No.
Okay.
Kaiko, Archaeopteryx is still a valid genus, right?
Shrug emoji.
You're not there! You didn't hear that conversation.
Shrug emoji. However, Daisy, does Hal look at his phone?
Yeah. He
Daisy's like, wait a minute. Come home, our lost daughter?
What?
That's... Oh, I think that's a pet tag. Oh, it's lost. Daisy is the... No one else can read that.
What language is that?
It's English, isn't it?
No. And I've known English for 150 years.
No, you just don't know the right. This is clearly...
It's chicken scratch.
Fuck you, I was about to make that joke.
As Daisy is like trying to process this, Hal, you notice as like unconsciously there are tears coming from her eyes.
She's with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so shouldn't you be with them now, Hal?
I'm at my house. The only people with me were Celia and Joe.
Alright, Daisy. It seems like the Reptoids want you back with them. And so... it's time for us to help you tell your abusive parents to fuck off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They did it for me, and now we're
If
gonna do it
they're
for
even
you.
If they're even the same... Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think those Hellboy-looking motherfuckers in the Wax Museum would have an Archaeopteryx.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the lizard Simon didn't look very hot. I mean...
Are you saying that because he's a lizard or because he's Simon?
Okay, we gotta stop making those jokes. The guy has an actual self-esteem, and it's low already. I mean, Mallory's been helping, but Jesus.
No, I'm just saying that because he's a long-time co-worker, and it's kind of weird to think of him that way.
Okay, fair. I'm not saying, like, Simon's, like, anything above a 6 out of 10. But what I'm saying is that, like, the Reptoid version of... Like, they did look like... I mean, I'm sure some people are into that sort of monster fucking, but it's not my kind of monster fucking, you know? Whereas I would absolutely let Lizard Daisy fucking raw me if I wasn't in a thing with you.
Wow.
Daisy's like face goes completely red as she just imagines something in her head. As she looks to you, looks back to Kaiko, looks to you, looks back to Kaiko.
You have two hands.
Yeah.
One of them's made out of fucking needles. I can't use them both.
Polyamory unlocked.
She has
That's why
two hands.
that's why Kaiko's in the middle.
Unless there's like a fucking rock golem in this situation, I'm pretty sure if his hand's out of play.
You know, given that Kaiko has so many like bunkers and so much stashed equipment, would a polyamorous relationship with her be known as polyarmory?
I hate
So my question is, if this is a messenger bird, who sent it?
Are you guys keeping us informed on the group chat?
It's like, yeah, kind of DMs. So, other things aside, ... As she side eyes Julie. Daisy can read it.
What?
What's it say?
How?
Come home, our lost daughter.
Oh. How's she taking it? ...
from Zoe.
It's like not like it's not a demand. It's more like a
So like
plead.
there are two types of rep toys going on here, right?
Maybe. Like maybe more.
I mean, there's multiple types of reptile people. I mean, there's you, there's...
I mean, I wouldn't count the rattlesnakes as one.
I mean, they're reptile people, and
I am a rattlesnake, honorarily at least.
Who are reptiles?
they're lizard folk.
I am willing to identify as the rattlesnake.
I would hope that those of the cold-blooded persuasion would not be a monolith.
I mean, there's more than one type of primate person running around.
Benedict, we recently found out that dinosaurs are warm-blooded.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah, they're closer to birds, if that wasn't an indication. Did they point to the Archaeopteryx?
Speaking of, are we allowed to keep it?
I just picture it like doing the possum open mouth hiss at from inside.
Benedict!
I mean, when you think about it, you got humans, you got stone giants, you got Sasquatches. There are 3 different types of primate people running around. Why couldn't there be more types of reptile people?
Depending on what you want to constitute, there's probably like 6 or 7 different ones in this area. You don't even know what the rift apes are.
Also, gnomes are probably primates, aren't they?
There's also the mountain chimps next door in Fiddler's Green.
Zoe just types, wait for it.
So really, it'd be weird if there weren't several types of dinosaur people.
I could have sworn Benedict would have said something about the gnome.
What?
Celia mentioned gnomes, so I was expecting.
I didn't catch that.
Gnomes are primates, aren't they?
Actually, no.
Really?
Yes, I have studied their anatomy in detail. They are not primates.
What are they then?
What are they?
You don't want to know.
Well, now I have to know.
They're technically cephalopods.
What?
Really?
Bob not getting into that.
Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, explains the hat, explains the eyes.
Just don't ask why they have bones. Just don't think about it too hard why they have bones.
Or beards.
Well, obviously, their bones don't belong to them. Oh, that's terrible.
Yes,
Anything
precisely.
in the chat?
This is happening in the chat. Zoe's keeping you informed of, like, the important details.
When
but
you
not
say,
all the minutiae.
it's like the gnome's bones aren't their own, Isaac just like looks at her and goes like, "Don't put those ideas in his head. He's already like twisted around enough about the gnomes."
I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows more about gnomes than we do. So,
I mean, Spindle says they're literally just little people.
you didn't see the zombie gnomes.
He replies, "They don't know."
And Isaac like zombie gnomes, just like
Yeah, they were reconstructed gnomes.
All right. I got what I need here, and the Devil
that
Dragon's
gives Isaac
also.
pause.
What?
Oh no, just hearing about reconstructed gnomes, that gives Isaac pause. Continue, sir.
All right. Our other roommates have been informed too. I don't think he's noticed that he's anything.
Yeah, fucking with the devil dragon's not very smart.
All right, so we've got 3 goals now. 1, stop the fugly reptoids. 2, reunite Daisy with the sexy reptoids. 3, burn the homeowners association.
Also, Menelik, you'll be happy to know that I'm pretty sure he killed one.
Hmm?
I found what seems to be the smoldering remains of a gnome.
Excellent. He's really earning his due.
That's probably why you haven't been able to find it much recently. The population is being cut.
Yes. We have to keep the population in control.
We have to watch out for gnome poachers.
They must be regularly culled. Otherwise, they will destabilize the ecosystem.
Maybe gnomes was the reason why I kept finding pickles and weird pickles in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh, good. I'm glad that subplot is continuing.
So, yeah, but are we keeping the dinosaur?
We'll figure it out once this whole thing is over. And
Because
yeah,
if they don't want it back, it's a free dinosaur.
and also if there isn't like some sort of like dinosaur refuge somewhere in Melody that we don't know about that this thing came from.
That is true. We should probably return it to where it came from, much as it hurts.
Oh no,
Oh, he's already bonded.
Yeah, we're in that can we keep it mode.
Mm-hmm. Like, dinosaurs are very excellent creatures.
Anyways,
How do you know what dinosaurs are?
alright. You hear
I've been keeping myself abridged. What do you think I do most of the day? I don't sleep like you.
Oh, yeah.
It turns out when you don't have to eat, sleep, or drink, it really frees up your schedule.
Anyways, as we all cut away, we cut to Zoe and Isaac driving to Thimble.
Okay, so we eventually get there because it's out in the boonies.
Yeah. Zoe is fidgety the whole time.
Yeah. How you doing, Zoe? That
When
was a rough scene.
you say like, it's quiet for a bit, you say something, she jumps.
Oh.
I'm
That answers my question.
I'm really I'm really worried, Isaac. Like, I know you're you, but I don't know you're you. And with what's going on with Daisy, am I me? Is anybody? Am I like actually already taken and like, are they fucking with my mind?
I don't think so. I mean, here's the thing. Like, even in just like simple non-supernatural biology, your body replaces its cells every 7 years, so you're never the same person. So, I mean,
that's relieving from like a trans perspective, but not from a am I being replaced by a body double perspective.
oh, I was meaning that for anyways. I mean, I think from what I can tell, because from what I look and see when I see Daisy, she seems to be. If I had to guess, she's going what you and like Celia went through, where this transformation is sudden and triggered it, because I don't think she's a replacement.
What if she's like a deep agent though, who's having memory issues?
then we'll have to deal with that when we get to it. But this moment, I don't know if we can figure that out yet. I know that's not a very good answer, but it's sometimes a bad answer is the only thing that you have.
Tell me about it. She's like fidgets. I'm worried about Tamlin.
So am I. The jerk who freed me said that she was how they got me.
And the fake one got eaten by Big Mel.
Not too sad about that one.
I mean, she like.
Yeah, I know.
Her face goes through a lot of emotions when you say that.
And like hearing the silence, and kind of looks over because he's driving. He's like, "Oh, that was a bad thing to say." I meant that as. I didn't think that statement through. I'm sorry.
No, it's so you couldn't you couldn't have known.
No.
Big Mel ate my little brother. Yeah. I didn't see it happen, but we were on a phone call and we were talking and stuff happened. I ran there. There was cop cars and my parents, and that didn't go well. And, it's the thought of something similar happening to someone that looked like Tamlin. I don't want to think about it. You know?
No, I understand. I'm not to be too bleak or make the situation worse, but I am faced with the prospect that I may have to shoot myself.
That's also pretty fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, if it helps between the two of us, maybe we could like capture him and put him like in prison instead of kill him.
Yeah, I would like to find out what he's been doing with my face.
Like, oh god, I don't know. If he can do the mind control thing, I don't know if probably can. He tried to do it on He tried to do it on Hal.
Hopefully, there's something at Thimble we can grab.
I hope so. I don't want to. It was. Do you remember being mind controlled?
No, I remember going over to Tamlin's place because she was texting me saying she thought she was being followed, and I went over to help her. I was getting ready to text everyone else when all of a sudden things went black, and then I woke up in the basement with you know who.
Mm-hmm. It like I was aware, but I just didn't want to do anything against what they told me. Kind of fucked.
Yeah, it's having your will taken from you is probably one of the worst things I can think of, and one of the many reasons why I'm probably gonna aim to try to kill Y.
Yeah, she like leans back in her seat. Why does everything gotta suck sometimes? Why do like these big, powerful people gotta suck?
And he kind of shrugs as they're pulling into the mansion.
Promise me once we get, as you go on and lead Thimble and everything, as promise me you'll never like become anything like them?
I mean, I'm gonna try it, but
Alright.
I think with everyone here, it's gonna, you know, not to sound cheesy, but everyone's kind of my what's the word?
Mental morality compass. I'm sure
Sort
I said
of.
that wrong.
I was going to say, I'm literally blanking in real life.
Yeah, me too.
What's contingency plan?
Oh, wait, like we'll
If-
stop you? You mean?
Yeah, if
I
me
mean,
or
okay, I
someone
don't.
else in the groups goes mad with power, we step in.
Hmm.
But
I guess
Alright.
so.
let's go
Let's
see
let's
what
go and
he's
see
done
the
to that
damage
place.
done. Let's,
Yeah,
let's go see the damage done.
But okay, should I do this now?
Go ahead.
So as everyone's walking in, or as we're walking in, Zoe, we get a series, or you get a text message at the same time. Bunch of other people in the party do, besides like Benedict and Joe, who don't have this. So
I think Benedict's in the group chat now.
Hal, Julie, Zoe, and there you are, Celia. Celia, I'll get messages, almost like one right after another.
Oh. Aw.
So it will be up to everyone to read out what.
Lydia, that's perfect timing.
Zoe pulls out her phone and she frowns and fidgets.
What happened?
Nothing. Text message. Let's see what damage is.
So we want to take a moment for everyone to react.
Yeah, Zoe is thinking. Zoe is visibly like.
Oh, actually, I love that everyone's replying. Jesus, Julie. But it would say line discontinued. When people would reply.
Oh, okay.
Some of these replies are great.
Yeah, Zoe, after a second, does type a reply, but it doesn't go through.
Julie responded to a pretty good attempt at psychological intimidation with just utter filth.
I feel like we should share these because I want the whole story.
So, Julie, if you want to start.
Okay, so Julie gets this message from Fake Isaac. Do you really think you deserve that gift, that power you've been given? No, you stole that, didn't you? Stolen from your parents and stolen from Isaac's destiny. We three know that he was the intended person for that needle. Never able to stand on your own merits. To which Julie replies, "What's it like to have two penises that retract into your cloaca?" I bet it's weird. And then when line discontinued, oh, you cowardly bitch.
Let's go next.
Who wants to go next?
Celia gets a text message from Isaac's phone. You shouldn't push yourself so hard to defend these humans. You don't belong among them any more than we do. You're stronger and better than any of these mammals. I've already reprimanded the fool who dared attack your friend. We would value your strength more than any of these humans. For the last time, Art Rico, I don't want to join your swim team. I'm with the Undines now.
Who else got one besides me?
I did.
Okay.
How
You wanna go first?
How can you be sure you're the real Hal anymore? How much has your mother hidden from you? And I just replied, nice try, shitlord. I've never known who I am.
Aww.
Aww.
Aw, Hal.
Weaponized
got-
depression.
What?
Weaponized depression.
Zoe got, I understand what it's like to have to hide your true self for your safety, to survive. Only confident enough to reveal your true skin around your friends, but forced to twist yourself into something else to survive. With us, you would never have to hide your glorious true self. Takes Zoe a while before she replies and gets the, discontinued number, but I'm not gonna say what she says.
And Kaiko got one.
All right. Kaiko gets, you can't stop us and you can't save them. To which Kaiko responds with, she posts the phone's IP address.
Oh my god!
With the geolocation of where the phone is. With an L plus ratio plus get fucked.
You know, because I can't really say this when I'm the keeper, but when I'm the player, I just gotta say, I just love the fucking party of gremlins we have in
Yeah.
Offbeat Melody.
I really tried to come up with something that would like hurt people, but no, it's just
I love
Sorry.
how everyone has a different. I love how everyone just has a totally different reaction, though.
Sorry.
We
Julie
all have
gets
different, we all have different methods, but we're all equally irreverent.
Julie
Kaiko just doxes him.
Julie gets dirty. Kaiko flexes. Hal weaponizes his own depression, showing he's stronger than it. And Celia's just completely clueless.
Benedict is
Alright.
looking around his current group, screen like everyone's looking quite smug and pleased with themselves. What's going on?
So Imposter Isaac is near the dinosaur place.
I just told Imposter Isaac that he's got a weird dick.
So, Imposter Isaac messaged you individually.
Yeah, and I told him he's got a weird dick, and he unfriended me, basically.
Did that go through?
He opens up
Sarah?
his compartment, pulls out his phone, sees no new messages.
Oh,
Aw.
aw.
that
Don't worry.
be because I forgot how Benedict got a
No, it's better. It's funnier that way.
I want to be taunted by the evil lizard who's disguised as our friend.
Do reptiles even think of robots as a thing?
Oh my god, yeah.
It's like
He might,
robots are a myth.
I mean, he didn't try to text our car either, and our car is alive.
Sarah, does that go through or is that blocked?
Well, yeah, it does, but then it's like no reply though.
Aw. Zoe, Isaac just sees like Zoe like nervously typing on her phone and then like and biting her lip.
You shouldn't listen to what they're saying.
What?
If they know if they know everything I do, they know how to hurt people. Well, or they could try, but knowing this group, they're just gonna ask him about his dick or something.
I didn't. Is my face that easy to read?
I mean, I don't want to sound. This isn't gonna make me sound good, but it's what I'd be doing. Not to get meta.
Oh god, my head is splitting in half. I just, any other time finding like a whole other group of reptile people would be awesome. Like meeting the Rattlesnakes was so cool, and like I can't wait to like be officially inducted into the Rattlesnakes. But like these guys are assholes, but I wish they weren't.
I mean, human, reptile, or alien, people are people. There's going to be bad ones and good ones, and yeah, these are some bad ones.
I wish they weren't, Isaac. Like, imagine if they were, like, just different. Not trying to hurt every people, but, like, just weird and different. But, like, but it's whatever. I'm sorry. Let's just check on Thimble.
I don't have an easy answer, Zoe. I'm sorry.
So as
No,
you
I appreciate you, Isaac.
as you put in the code, like the whatever you to get inside, you hear your own voice answer back to you. Didn't hear the magic word.
Oh my god.
Oh, that bitch. Why am I such an asshole?
Do you have, like, automated defenses here, Isaac?
Hopefully we didn't get them online in the time I've been out, but not really. Actually, I can't. I'm looking at my character sheet and it says Haven being built. I never finished filling it out, so I don't know what I have.
2 turrets manifest like and stare you down. But then
So-
they go do.
Oh, no.
I could, like, we'd have to fix it later, but I could, like, Jimmy the lock. That's not that word. That's what that saying is, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I could do
Well-
that.
I mean, we could try calling someone that's inside.
Yes.
Did anyone give the Dalek a phone?
Did we?
Yes.
Did we?
Does the Dalek have a name, or is it just the Dalek?
Just the Daleks so far.
Well,
TT, does the
Don't
Dalek have a
Daleks
name?
refer to themselves as Daleks?
yeah, the cult of Skaro was unique in that they had names because they were like designed to break certain Dalek rules of etiquette so that they could think of strategies other Daleks were incapable of. They were given a. But so let me finish. I'm giving the important lore for our Dalek.
Okay.
Okay, so our Dalek, which is like a generic, and I'm gonna say Tom Baker era Dalek, where it's like dark gunmetal gray with black orbs. Our Dalek, it's a genesis of the Dalek style Dalek for those of you who are Doctor Who nerds. Our Dalek, has been aware for a while now that Daleks are a made-up thing in a show called Doctor Who. And since coming to this reality and no longer being constrained by the writing requirements of a ongoing several decades old franchise television show, has been defining a new identity for itself. You know? Like when it talked about wanting to be an actor and also a therapist, those aren't Dalek desires, because Dalek desires are just to destroy everything that's not Dalek.
Yeah.
Those are Vis Dalek's desires. So I think Vis Dalek is definitely in the process, at the least, of choosing a name for itself.
Aww.
I was going for a doctorate, but then I realized I still have trauma.
Aww. Has the Dalek proposed any names yet?
Do you
I think the Dalek, when reading about psychiatry, with the materials given to it, is considering the name Rung.
Rung? Oh my god! TT!
after call young?
Zoe? Rung. Zoe
Alright, well,
knocks on the
ring up
door.
Rung.
You hear on the top?
Rung?
Yes, who is it?
We've been locked out. Open the door.
As a mannequin with a curly mustache arises from the window above and looks down at you.
Zoe waves.
No. I don't think I will.
Don't you pull a Monty Python on me. Open the door.
We were told by management that the next person coming in that looks like management is an imposter.
But I'm not management! And, like,
I said-
here.
It says on this list the list of people who are former management, and that yes.
I'm
No,
dating an employee.
No interest for sexy buckets like you.
Damn it! They're weaponizing how stupid and incompetent the mannequins are,
Hey,
just like you guys did to undo the collection.
I will open this. Listen, you remember me, right?
No, I never met you.
Okay, listen, you motherfucker. Listen here, you little shit. That is it.
You don't threaten us, imposter pig dog. I bite my stomach.
Alright, I think I'm breaking the door down.
Your father was a hamster and your mother smelt of elderberries.
Well, they did ask for internet access.
Zoe, you try to roll me a read bad situation check.
Okay, before that, I think TT was gonna say something with Rung.
Oh, is Rung at the door? I feel like Rung's probably in his office.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
was trying to say, ring up wrong, like call them.
All right.
Call them.
If someone's, I will gladly roleplay a Dalek anytime, anywhere.
Okay, before that, Zoe, read bad situation.
7.
All right, you don't notice it as a mannequin cow shot out the window and
Wait,
hits
what?
you.
A what?
It's like a cow, but it's a mannequin.
I'm
They
so-
fetch
what?
they fetch a lavage.
What?
And a bunch of like artificial like propped food and like other junk is also thrown at you.
I'm gonna
and
kill
it's
whoever
giving
let
you a
him watch
bang.
Monty Python.
Hey, you fucking stop! Hey, no, stop it! God. So he
Isaac's
stops.
just rubbing his temples.
So he gives
Like,
up and
I'm gonna
walks
kill-
away.
I'm gonna kill whoever showed the Monty Python.
All right.
Zoe.
Do you call it the Dalek?
I don't have people's numbers saved on this phone
Oh.
yet, so you're gonna
Right
have
here.
to.
DM Kaiko.
Here's the Rung's number.
Okay.
We chat about
Well-
identity sometimes.
I'll call up. So they got a name now? Rung? Is that it?
Rung, yeah.
Okay. I'll ring up Rung.
Hey.
TT.
You want me to do it?
Bum bum bum
TT
bum 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 bum. Hello, you've reached the personal hailing frequency of Rung, the Dalek therapist / grand actor. I cannot answer the phone right now on account of me being quickly buried in quite a deal of research on various psychotherapy techniques and also on the great acting masterstrokes of maestros such as Lawrence of Olivier, Marilyn Monroe. And he just lists off actors that he's been reading about for, as far as you can tell, 10 straight minutes until you finally decide to click off.
And
Yeah,
finally,
click
Bradley
back to my
Mulligan.
Yeah, it just goes. All right, they're no help.
Wait,
What are Rung's pronouns anyway?
That's a good
I
question.
keep accidentally saying him, but I'm trying to say them.
TT, have they chosen a set of pronouns?
I don't think Rung has. Rung is currently struggling just with the idea of having a name, hailing from a group of species that doesn't have a concept of singular identity, but now being able to form such a thing because he's no longer constrained by a rule where he's not capable of thinking of such a thing. So, Rung will get back to you on that question.
That's fair.
Oh, Rung can take all the time it needs.
Anything, Isaac?
No, they're no help.
Okay, well,
Do we know
I've
anyone
got-
else?
I've got an idea.
As you hear
I mean-
that, you hear a vehicle pull up. That's
Oh,
as pulling up is Oren's van. As he stands, as out the one door is Susan, and she is covered in bright blue blood.
oh my God.
Oh,
Oh. Well,
Well,
that's Susan.
and then Oren, and then also Miranda, who looks like disheveled and like to hell at that.
Miranda. Zoe runs over. Miranda, are you okay?
So apparently they replaced my producer.
Oh my God. Oh.
that would make sense. They would try to control the media.
Did she looks over at Susan? Did you guys have to fight them?
More than that, as Susan just drags out a body with like 5 swords stuck in its back,
Oh my God.
like a fucking pincushion.
Does it still look like a human?
It's like half transformed.
And Isaac squints and goes, I think that's Tim Poster.
Oh my God.
I am living for this.
Zero.
What? They work at the
Zero.
library.
Work. Susan growls as she kicks the body out of the. And
Alright,
she
I'm-
gives the
I'm-
withering. And she gives
Alright,
the withering.
Oh, you first.
Is can't. Is Wen okay?
We haven't got in yet. Zoe goes over to the front door again. Hey!
Apparently, I'm having fun fucking with the security protocols.
Hey, mannequins!
As Oren steps up, like. Thankfully, Carly's out of town, so she don't have to deal with this. But
Who's out of
I
town?
was gonna ask
Carly
about it,
Moss.
Oh.
The other.
because if
She
they
went
went after
to a
Miranda-
craft. She went to a craft fair out of state.
Mm,
And
Well, I
Miriam
guess-
probably somewhere over Europe by now.
Alright, well. I might get pelted by things again. Zoe, like, just braces herself against the door. I'm sorry, Isaac.
About
Isaac.
Oh.
This. And I would like to roll,
You don't need to. As Susan takes a battle axe and cuts down the door.
You're just like, shocked face. Oh, okay, that works too.
I love that we established that Susan Hanzo's a fucking hardcore badass.
I was going to do that, but with my shoulder.
yeah, better to do that with an axe.
Hey, I pushed around boulders. I know.
Wait, that wasn't a security alert. What? What do you mean someone changed the code to security alert?
Oh no! It's okay. We don't work here.
All right.
No, we do.
I know.
Y'all work for me.
The front desk mannequin looks up at you. Whatever you say.
No, he just does like the C pose.
As another
My
mannequin
office.
is
I'm changing
stacking
out of
box-
this stupid jumpsuit.
As you see a mannequin stacking up like crates and boxes, I was like, all in a fine day's work.
I'm gonna go check Tamlin's office.
Probably shouldn't split up like we said.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, no, just take one of Oren or Susan. You want to go with her?
Miranda?
Yeah, I'll go. Kaleidoscope, man. Red Grays. Now, ding!
So he pats her on the shoulder as they walk away.
as Orin is nursing a cut in his arm.
Mm.
Oh, that wasn't from the report. That was from Susan.
Oh my god!
She was very gung ho about the John Carpenter test.
Susan, Jesus Christ.
But when she tried it on the producer, well, that happened.
Jesus. What does Tamlin's office look like?
As you go to their office, roll me a sharp check.
Oh god damn it! 7 again!
It's not hard to find, as like their desktop is open and there's like a recently opened image. Do you look at it?
Yeah.
Okay. You see Isaac and another Tamlin, but behind them, like, webbed to a wall amongst countless other bodies in, like, xenomorph goo and, like, wrapped in saran. It's like xenomorph goo mixed, like, with that clear Dexter wrap.
Miranda just hears Zoe make a whining sound. Is there any note?
And it says, hold on, sorry. It says, if you join us, you can save her.
First of all, it's them. Fuck you.
They're reptoids, they don't give a shit.
I think it's Shiva, actually, so...
Yeah.
It's Shiva, yeah. So either or, but...
Yeah.
That was Zoe being pissy with reptoids. Zoe, lets out the whining sound and pulls out her phone.
But the moment you empty the image, it deletes itself.
I do not empty the image. She pulls out her phone and she sends a text.
No, like after
to,
5 seconds of you opening it,
Oh, okay.
it auto deletes.
I shoot a text to the fake Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go through?
Oh. I was tabbed. Hold on. I mean, yeah, you get the same answer
What? Wait,
that was on the screen.
oh,
This is getting fucked up. I'm sorry.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry. I am okay. Zoe is very frazzled.
You hear
Isaac
Susan
Lynn.
call out, yeah, Wynn's okay, the little bastard's still in this cage, and,
Little bastard?
the gray.
Oh. Hey, that guy is not a bastard.
They're all little bastards.
Mm.
I'm not having this argument with you right now.
They're all...
Miranda just sees Zoe rapid typing on her phone. And
That Isaac would go to his office if it's not completely trashed and get a spare change of clothes that's there. Because he does not like wearing the jumpsuit that some mind slave of lies dressed him in.
That's fair. I have to read this. I'm sorry. Elon Musk is what happens when the ghost of a 14-year-old who died in 2011 and the ghost of a 19th century oil baron try to possess the same body.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Is there anything else out of place in Tamlin's office?
As you look around, you see what looks like to be some sort of looks like some sort of like rifling through files that happened like recently. Including like old Spindle personnel files that was dirt on all of you.
Isaac has to come back out and get Susan's help to break down his office door because that's locked too. Okay. Sorry, things are.
Things are happening. Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Oh.
Sorry, there was some behind the screen stuff happening.
Yeah. Miranda,
You okay there?
You witnessed these things, right?
Yeah, I saw my producer turn into one of these.
Did they try and do the mind control thing on you?
Yeah, but what? I think they did, but smells something weird. But like, I think what needs to affect me is more visual. I think due to
They couldn't get you because your senses are different.
maybe.
So you have no idea how I could like not be mind controlled.
She shakes her head.
Oh. All right.
Did they have anything on the screen there?
Get a picture of Tamlin and Isaac.
Oh.
I need a second. And so he like quick walks out of the room.
So
And just like goes into an empty room and just hyperventilates a little.
How trashed is the place?
As you're going through, like, there's like some files that are misplaced and like an unarchived, like apparently stuff that's like done intentionally to fuck with you or like other people who work here specifically.
Oh God, it's unalphabetized.
Yes.
Isaac's just like, this is just so petty.
But almost like every password in like every computer has been changed, including like the spindle like stuff that you all got from the Wasp, or was it the Hornet? Can't remember. What? That was all that has been re-encrypted with a new password. Essentially, they ransomware like most of the system
And
here.
Isaac's, once he realizes how bad it is, he's just like, I don't have time for this. I'll just get Kaiko to fix this later.
Okay, go at it.
Like even this, like
She
scale the
has
damage.
become the designated hacker of the group.
Even like looking at this, it would take like Kaiko at least like 1 or 2 days to sort through this bullshit.
Yeah, just don't have the time for that now.
This would cost Kaiko a whole day.
Did Isaac get a burner phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, he gets a text saying, so have we figured out a way to not be mind controlled yet?
I think that would require Mallory's help, but she doesn't seem like she's...
And Mallory's with Hal, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was getting taken to the bunker faster, I believe, right?
I mean,
Do you want to take her Hal's group? I can't remember.
She's with Hal.
Yeah,
Hal's group.
she's over there.
we were going to the bunker directly afterwards, so yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, probably would require Mallory's help since she's...
Oren gets a phone call and he picks it up and just like, it's for you as he hands it to Isaac.
Oh no.
He takes the
What
phone.
the fuck happened to Simon?
Oh. And he kind of covers the phone and looks over. It's like, we may have fucked up. Did we send Simon's body to Mallory?
Well, thankfully Simon's body was fully detransformed, so all you have is Reptoid Simon.
Okay, because I just had a horrible thing. Mallory walking in to see Celia throwing up. Yeah. But this goes. He was, and it's just like he was replaced like I was. Long story. Talk to Hal. That you're with Hal, right?
Yeah, some bullshit about fucking Reptoids. Really, Isaac?
I didn't make them.
Yeah, why are you reviewing Isaac?
Sorry,
Clue.
I was paralyzed by my boyfriend. Turns out he wasn't. It said he'd been kidnapped and taken to God knows where. And
Mallory.
my place of employment was destroyed, apparently by a fish tank eruption.
What? Oh, yes. Duchess, she got loose. It's kind of my fault. I'll take responsibility for that one. But we are going to need your help.
Speaking of,
These things have some kind of pheromone power to manipulate people. We are going to need your help coming up with a countermeasure.
Thankfully, I have a body, but I have been in a lab. But apparently, my previous one had a giant turtle ramsack through it.
Yeah, she was trying to eat Candy Steve. He's safe though.
What of Claudie?
Did not agree with her. He'll just need some steaks and he'll be fine.
What of Claudie?
And Thimble's labs, like, most of the computers are, like, encrypted too, so it's gonna be...
Yeah, he mentioned that to her.
So, they can't do any more damage here, but we can't use the resources of Thimble right now.
Not unless there's some kind of, like, physical equipment we could grab, but I
mean,
think all that would be is, like, an extra face thrower or something.
Okay. Do we... Did the bunker that we used to originally find out the Gormon in the original Alto Mass, was that like the one near Kaiko's house that was destroyed by Injured Cold, or was that a different one?
God, that's so long ago.
I think it would have to be a different one because the Ultimass happened after Injured Cold.
That's true.
Right, yeah.
You hear Kaika respond. The bunker where we dissected the gourmand might have stuff.
No.
Oh yeah, that was the first non-spindle web we got her to use.
But she was not middle school. She was high school. But she might have followed me.
Who?
I have no idea.
Lydia may not realize she's not muted.
Anyway,
Also, my burgers are done, so I have to step away.
What about her?
This is a fine mess, Isaac.
Right?
Yeah. All thanks to that dastardly Isaac.
He would have gotten away for it too if it wasn't for that meddling Isaac.
I will say it is weird trying to play against myself in two different directions. It's like trying to play chess against myself, and I'm just like,
So you're like that old Pixar short with the old man.
Oh my
yep,
god.
Jerry.
So you're playing
think
chess
his name was
against
Jerry.
yourself. You're playing chess against yourself.
Might be more like
You
checkers.
might be kicking your own ass, but you're not sure in what direction.
Yep.
Good lord. Really hope we get something soon.
I just want to say out of game, that was so funny. I sent off all those messages. I just had them waiting there, waiting for the perfect time. And then, without any of you talking to each other, you all just became the most irreverent assholes just in response. It's just like, and I felt like the rest of the development, I don't know what I expected.
Zero, this is what my first D&D game with these guys taught me. It's that you can make the most cutting, well thought out, like just nasty prick of a villain with just some really good barbs. And these people will find a way to cut the legs out from under you. And it's gonna piss you off a little bit, but another party's gonna be like, fuck though. Like, that's more impressive than rolling a nat 20 in a clutch moment. It's just like, fuck. Even if I win, my character's gonna go to bed just thinking about this interaction and being like, I could have played that differently. Fuck, I have the perfect comeback now. Fuck, shit. Gonna keep them awake for like months. They're just gonna like 2 years down the road, they'll remember that conversation and just go, shit.
Yeah.
And that is the best kind of victory over a villain. You know, it's one thing to defeat their evil scheme. It's another to just wreck them psychologically. To just break them.
Just so you know, TT, I don't apologize for any of it.
I don't want an apology because I've stated before that one of my favorite tropes is the villain who takes themselves too seriously, who comes against just a silly jackass who keeps fucking their shit in a silly way that one of the greatest moments to me in storytelling is towards the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, where Ronan has spent the entire movie being this self-serious, imperious asshole, and he's just about to succeed his plan and destroy Xandar with his big, stupid magic rock hammer. And Peter Quill in that moment just starts dancing and be like, ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. And you can just see Ronan's mind snap as he's like, why the fuck would anyone do this during that moment?
That was, in fact, the moment Ronan lost, not when he was obliterated.
He just quietly asks, what are you doing? Like, he's kind of disturbed. Like he's just like, how could this be how you react to me? I'm serious.
I'm about to destroy your planet.
It's like from that moment on, like it's just you're fucked, dude. You didn't realize fighting clowns, and you don't win when you're fighting a clown. The clown wins. You know, it's why I love like Tom Baker Doctor Who, where instead of everyone be like, "That's a doctor. He murder fucked 17 planets one time." Like in modern Doctor Who, everyone's reaction to the Doctor is, "Fuck's this scruffy asshole." It's why Columbo is so satisfying, where this scabby, silly little man just fucking nettles these self-important rich murderers until they give away their own plan to him. Like, it's just evil hubris being utterly humiliated is sublime. And when you're playing an evil bad guy who's full of hubris, and your players humiliate you, yeah, because you're playing the bad guy, you gotta be like, fuck, you humiliated me. But narratively, it's so sweet.
Yeah, that's why it was in a similar vein. It was so funny when the way you started off the encounter with this character, the Cambion, just by dropping a silence on her and just wrecking your shit. That was so funny.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Good.
I'm sorry. A lot of things happened at once on my end.
It's okay.
No worries.
It's okay.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I had to make my burgers, like, particularly making each one. Wait for the cheese to melt, and then send people money, and it's like, oh.
Okay.
Anyways, gonna expedite some things to save for time, if you guys don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As you all convene
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah.
as you all convene at the
Bunker.
designated bunker, as like the phantasmagoricals for the people who like, we're gonna stay here and try to hold down the shop.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable leaving.
Also,
mine
sent you
alone
the thing.
here.
Hold on. Sorry, I had to go somewhere again. Shit, sorry.
It's okay.
It's good.
Yeah, you're fine.
As you all arrive back at the bunker, hold on, let me get my stuff out together.
So everyone can see how he is
Alright.
elsewhere mentally now. Well, I mean, I guess she has been this whole time, so never mind. It continues.
Hey, zoologist, you doing okay?
What?
You doing okay?
Zoologist?
Zoology.
Sure. No, I'm not.
Are you afraid? Are you worried about Tamlin?
We got there, and there was a photo on her computer of her and Isaac fucking xenomorphed to a wall.
Were they alive?
I mean, Isaac's alive, so she has to be.
No,
She has to be.
That's right.
Oh.
But that means they're keeping. That means they need to keep them alive for something. It's it's basic horror movie logic.
But.
That means we're going to save them.
But Isaac and the fake Isaac are here at the same time. What if they only needed them around for the initial clone copying?
Well, they probably need to keep them around afterwards because in case they need a new copy. You know how people go through clones?
I don't. Although that clone is not with us anymore.
Alright.
Exactly.
Mallory, please tell me you have an idea how we cannot be mind controlled.
I'm. You know, the idea of this thing disguised as my boyfriend and me dissecting it is kind of fucked up when you think about it.
Yeah, my girlfriend not being my actual significant other is freaking me out.
Well, from what I gathered, tell you right now, there was significant genetic alteration on this thing.
Wait, so they're not like natural?
Specifically, with genetic markers that I've seen before from Spindle files. They're classified, but as she looks at the group, these are gray markers.
What?
Whatever the thing used to be, the Greys fucked with them.
Oh my god, they were fucking lizard. They were reptoids, and then the Greys made them worse. Of course they did. Looks to Isaac. Remind me to apologize to Susan later.
But that's not the weird part. You see, that I could believe, but as she lifts up the tongue, this, and she rips the tongue-like appendage out of the mouth.
Ah!
This is different.
It's an aggressive dissection.
Yeah.
I'm venting some frustrations out, and I don't have my full equipment here, so bear with me.
Isaac looks over at the scalpel on the nearby counter.
Well, what about it?
So the thing you're dealing with, it's like a pheromone, but it's more closer to like some sort of spore or fungus that has some bewitchedness to it that can self-replicate itself and expand in mass.
Be right back.
That's a lot.
What I'm basically saying is their mind control is simultaneously both biological and not.
Oh, that's why it's a weird and a tough check.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do we block the physical part?
And will blocking just the physical part stop it?
Well,
Says the blue spaceman.
well, as our resident skeleton engineer can tell us. Well, I messed that up. Well, excellent question. From when I found my old suit, I had that stopped extra-dimensional pathogens could help here.
Oh, the ones we wore with the Gourmand.
The one Mallory wore. The rest of ours was a little bit more half-assed because we found hazmat suits that Kaiko put together. It was like, yeah, your average hazmat suit won't do it, but problem is I'm going to need time and material to make one for all of you.
Okay, I am back. What did I miss?
It is the mind control is both physical and slightly supernatural.
Mhm.
So as she looks to Benedict and looks to Joe, I wouldn't even put it past it to be you guys be influenced either.
Oh. Well, there goes that advantage.
Joe seemed pretty sure he couldn't be controlled.
Can't be.
Uh-huh.
We had a dry run and everything. Remember?
We did. Okay, but I don't even know if my powers work that time. They don't always work.
Well, either way, this thing, what we know about is one, Gray's got to him, but when they, at some point, but this came later.
What came later?
Their mind control ability.
Oh.
So you think
Could it be
they were
the-
manipulated by the Greys and then something else took over them? Or is a later upgrade?
Perhaps
Maybe.
they were a abandoned project by the Greys. Or they managed to break free and...
Lab rats that escaped into the wild.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, the genetic markers on these fours, nothing to do with Gray.
But there's multiple things going on here.
But what it does have something to do with it, the closest genetic marker I can find, and you're not going to believe this, closer to what genetic markers we managed to get from the Owl Man.
What?
It's not exact math, mind you, but similar adaptation.
Uh-huh.
Like what?
An interdimensional hunter?
Potentially, or some sort of flyer, or either way, it explains their disguise, their ability to disguise themselves. From either way, there's probably another culprit at play here that we just haven't seen yet, if I had to guess. As for Miss Moonbeam over here, managed to compared the blood test between her and the thing. It's like comparing a human being and a capuchin monkey.
So yeah, two different things.
In that they're similar and probably had a similar origin, but one diverged long ago.
A common ancestor.
And if I by long, I'm talking ancient. Like, this is probably a genetic alteration that happened hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe even millions of generations ago.
So the Greys have been around that long?
Beats the hell out of me, but these kind of adaptations are like the kind of things you see in, like, why we still have a tailbone. Because we used to have tails. That kind of evolutionary remnant. Either some escalated evolution happened, or Grace killed the dinosaurs. What the? I'm all ears at this point.
They would.
As for the Archaeopteryx, yeah, I got nothing. That's an Archaeopteryx.
That's just a whole ass of dinosaur.
That said, I did manage to get a sample of some dirt from under one of its claws.
Uh-huh.
And from what I can tell, that's some high desert dirt. Judging by the, I know there's like geologists can actually say what the actual term is here, but based on the compaction, like the erosion and what sort of like material of it is. I remember from biology class, there's like this whole fucking like triangular chart of like 44 like different types of like soil and shit.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
and how
Real
you can
nerd
tell, like,
shit.
I think
Like-
that's one of the things. Desert soil is less rich in nutrients
so,
because we lost the giant ground sloth.
Aww.
but another thing, problem is I also found this older dirt that's we don't have any jungles nearby, do we?
Maybe?
I think so.
Maybe I'm the bewitched.
Maybe underground, guys. They came from a cave, we think.
Oh yeah.
Would that be any weirder than dinosaur people? He
No, I mean,
looks
there are
around.
those. There are those under those cavern forests in China and stuff.
So to make a pop culture reference, it's like Kamajira versus what was the King Kong XP again?
No one knows.
We changed the name like 3 times.
No one
already.
knows. No one knows.
It's Genghis, obviously.
Genghis
Genghis Kong,
Yeah.
yes. Genghis Kong.
Ah,
It is now.
I think that actually was one of our suggestions.
This
as
one
a
will
complaint.
stick. This one will stick. Genghis Kong will stick.
Okay.
That's.
Anyways, so it's like a
I get a
Kamajira.
little bit Genghis Kong.
So it's like so we're dealing with like Pellucidar or like that one Kamajira movie.
I guess.
oh god.
And Hal's gonna go, well, if we find the right cave, and he gestures to the towel and he goes, he can probably find it using the pheromones that these things give off.
Yeah, I was waiting for my chance to suggest that too, actually.
If they're from the same damn thing.
But hey, getting us to one of them will still help.
I mean, if it works like a bloodhound, it could smell points out the tongue. You know, tracked by the smell, right?
Yeah, like even if it's not like pheromones to like control it, or well, no, that's no, no, right. Even if they don't, even if this, God, words, it can it track good. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled.
I mean, if you wanted the best reconstructed tracker, there's like Gargoyle still having a staring contest against an observer.
Yeah.
The battle has not ended.
It never will.
Nope.
Hold on.
People
Alright. So judging between all the folklore sightings of dinosaur creatures, as well as correlating the missing people. Hey Joe, can you lend me a hand here with some of these?
Sure.
Have you found any? Do you have any like cases of missing people that you've had in like this desert area?
Good. Have I?
Roll a sharp. I think this would be just roll a sharp check.
Alright. That'll be a 10.
Oh yeah, like especially like the last like 2 or 3 years, there's been a massive spike. And now that you remember, like this whole situation, you jog your memory. A lot of them have been acting very erratically.
Yeah, there's a couple cases. More than the usual. And there's a sudden spike right around here.
Yeah. The funny thing is, that's where our imposter called you from. That's Kaiko circles. Well, I'll just draw it. Hold on, where's the... Where are you, Melody Geography?
Hal's gonna lean over and go, I did tell you guys that fake shithead. Sorry, Isaac.
Yeah.
And I found those dinosaur sightings here, and he's gonna point to that bone flute place.
Hold on, I'm going to do a big circle.
It was a river, right? The Bone Flute Rapids.
Yep, I'm doing the circle now.
Also, I don't know why I do hand gestures when nobody can see me, but I do.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
Some people do.
I do it all the time when I'm DMing.
Points at you,
Yeah.
New Yorker.
Listen,
Or what? No,
yeah,
what is it? It's Italians.
So
You
correlating-
guys saw me when I was
it's
acting
Greek
for
too,
this.
apparently. I talk with my hands.
So correlating everything, the amount of dinosaur sightings or prehistoric lizard man sightings, what have you, peak around here as Kaika points to the Bone Flute Rapids and the fossil beds between this area. And missing people have been scattered all around near the highway, which would make sense because that's where the majority of people go through.
So,
Either way, I think the closest thing that's in the dead center of all this is the headwaters of the Bone Flute Rapid.
what do you? Okay, but like, even as a temporary fix, what do we do about the physical side, at least, of the brain rot?
The parasites? Gonna need to make some suits, but
You said that will take time.
yeah, about like evening tomorrow.
All right.
As Daisy speaks up, I would like to go when you all go to. 'Cause I don't know. I have a.
Are you sure?
I have a feeling, yes, that what's
Hal's just gonna like reach out and put a steadying hand on her arm and go, "If you feel like you have to come with us, you're more than welcome."
that message. It wasn't manipulative. It wasn't controlling. It was like,
Hey, okay. Let's be just. I support you, but let's be careful. Detect.
If you
you
need
don't
closure,
understand, you don't understand. It's like the paper. It's like covered in like the feel. It's like the writing.
but-
It feels so.
if you need closure, we'll help you get closure.
Yeah, it'll absolutely help you, but we need to be going in careful because tone through text is hard to read.
It's not just text. It's like
She can smell what's on the paper, Zoe.
It's still just paper.
Hold on. You gotta let her feel this.
I'm not saying not to go, Joe. I'm just saying she needs to be
I
careful.
know. But
real
harping
quick,
on
just-
it's not gonna change anything.
Would using the site show that the paper was like some kind of enchantment on it?
there isn't an enchantment on it, but you can tell it's not.
Like there's something
It's
more to it?
It's like the paper itself. The paper in the Archaeopteryx is like there's like a bubble of what you can describe as anti-time around.
Oh my god.
That's fucking weird.
I thought you were
What?
gonna say it smells like nostalgia.
Yeah, there's like
I mean, it would.
it's
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
to wear off. Like the longer it's like but there's like this, and as you notice that Daisy has some of that off of her too.
Question: has Daisy interaction with the Archaeopteryx in any way, really?
No,
Then Joe's gonna suggest it. Maybe when you get the chance, you could give little critter a pet. Just see how it feels.
petting a wild animal usually isn't
Well, it's clearly not that wild if these
It
crazy
hasn't
people can handle
been.
it.
If it's a carrier pigeon, it's not wild.
In any case, it can't do a whole lot of damage.
Alright. It's still in the cat carrier. Does someone let it out?
Yeah, just open up
I
a
don't
little
know
bit.
about letting it out, but
Just reach in and scratch it behind the ear. Birds
I
or
can safely handle it. It cannot harm me.
reptiles aren't all that different.
Letting a
from
wild
cats.
owl out in a bar.
I will unleash the creature if that is the plan.
See
I
how
guess.
it reacts.
Just see
Yes.
how it
Yeah.
feels.
Alright, as
Good.
you crack open the gate, it like very tentatively like doot, doot, and then lunges at Daisy clear across the room as she shrieks, but as you instead of attack, it just perches itself on her shoulder and just curls up and just pigeon poofs up.
Delightful.
It's about what I thought would happen.
That is the cutest thing I've seen all day.
Obviously, you are familiar to it.
How could I? I've barely ever been to museums, and I've never.
That you remember.
I think you've had some memory problems, Daisy.
But
I'm not saying you're not you. I think you've had some memory problems. Hello.
Yes.
Daisy's like processing, like, but my parents love me. They would have told me if I was
And that's
adopted
saying-
or.
Okay, so I'm not saying anything on that regard because I don't know, but being adopted in no way diminishes how much your parents love you.
Now, hold on. We don't know that she was adopted or that this
No.
is.
Yes.
We don't even know that this is physical. I mean, neither of my parents were mermaids, but apparently I was blossomed into a frog monster.
Same with you,
Okay.
Zoe. You.
Okay, that's not quite the same. I got like infected by like a cat
I'm
A
just
snake.
saying
and an owlman.
there are different ways to become something you were not before.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
at the very least, Daisy, you should go in and see what this place is for yourself.
I'm spiritually tied to the sea, and Daisy likes rocks. Maybe she's spiritually tied to the underground?
Maybe.
Like, maybe that's why. I mean, if crystals have healing powers, maybe they're stronger with you because you're tied to the earth?
A hidden world, perhaps?
I definitely changed when I died and came back with the Weaver's help.
Wait, you died and came back?
Long story, but yes.
Just drop that bombshell on Daisy.
It's okay. He's better now.
Maybe you weren't adopted by
Also,
humans. Maybe you were born a human and your soul is just blossoming into what it always was.
That's exactly what I was going for, DZ.
Excellent.
The exact reference I was going for.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
Those are the most perfect of raptors.
Yeah.
Alright. If we're heading towards the Bone Flute Rapids, it's summer and it's a desert. And we're probably going to need, depending on the route we take, we're either going to need kayaks or hiking equipment. Probably both.
Yeah. Are you gonna like get started on them and work through the night, Mallory?
They took my boyfriend.
I mean, I'm not saying not to. I was just asking.
If you require assistance, I can aid. In whatever way I can.
If you need kayaks, I've already got a couple.
That makes sense.
Either way, tomorrow we're probably gonna need to go get supplies. Maybe it's even worth stopping by Faust and
Not a
see,
bad idea.
and maybe do some last minute sleuthing and narrowing things down before we all take that trip.
Uh-huh. That sounds good.
And with that, since it's almost 8, I think that's a
Well,
good place.
I would like to do one thing before we end.
Yes, Zoe?
As we all are getting ready to do our thing, Zoe grabs Isaac and pulls him aside.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to trust me, alright?
Okay.
Don't tell the others. But I'm going to go out. And I'm going to go to the desert.
And do what?
Make sure they haven't hurt Tamlin.
Absolutely the fuck not.
You forgot Benedict is awake.
No,
No, she pulled him away from the others.
oh, I know. That is out of character. It's like, you stuck that miss.
I don't know. I can't know for sure that they're being honest, but
They probably aren't.
fake you. Look, I didn't tell you, but they had a picture of you and Tamlin fucking xenomorphed to a wall on Tamlin's
No,
computer.
it was fake Isaac and fake Tamlin was posing around Tamlin like a mounted deer.
Oh, okay. They had Tamlin fucking xenomorphed to a wall.
Yeah, that's how they described it, how they found me.
Man, these guys are assholes.
I'm not. I'm sure they're going to just fucking capture me and fucking turn me into whatever the fuck they want, but I can't just let Tamlin sit there.
And we're not going to let them, but Zoe, there's a difference between...
The longer she's there, the worse chance it has that they can get hurt.
Do you think they would want you to endanger yourself?
God no. But they're not but they're not the one currently with the ability to do something about it. If I was there, I don't doubt that they'd do something reckless to save me either.
We need...
I know this is
Zoe.
stupid. I know. This is really
No.
really stupid.
No, trust me, I understand. I get it. If I was in your position, I would want to do this myself too. But we have lost the privilege of doing things alone.
If I'm alone, I don't have to worry about whether the person next to me is real or not. If I'm alone, I don't have to worry about whether someone in this bunker is really them.
That's not a way you can live your life.
I mean, it's how it is right now until these fuckers are gone. I trust you guys. I'm sure you'll be coming behind me, but I can't let them sit there.
Zoe, as long as they want... Think of it this way. I understand we need to act fast. We're going to track them down, but think of it this way. If you are a prize and she is the best bait, they won't harm her because they risk driving you away completely.
I don't disagree, but
I'm just saying we need to work with the group on this. And Zoe, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna be able to
listen,
stop you. I mean, I'm just.
no one in
But-
this room, except for maybe Celia, could physically stop me from going.
No, I know, and
We could always emotionally stop you.
I'm sorry. I know this is dumb. But I'm kind of an idiot, if you haven't noticed.
we're all idiots. I'm clearly not going to be able to convince you not to go, and you just said I can't stop you, so.
I'm
Just
sorry.
know
just
that
gonna
I
have
will
to
be
deal with this, aren't
disappointed
I?
in you.
Oh God, are you just there?
No.
Okay.
No,
It would be
but
fun
as
if
it
you
goes-
were.
Benedict on your shoulder. That's your Benedict conscience.
Because if you're going to do this, you're going to do this, and like you said, I'm not going to be able to stop you, but I'm not going to let you go alone.
Let's go out in the blaze of glory, Zoe.
And that's the shoulder drag. Don't listen to him.
Isaac, I'm sorry. I know you're you. I know you are, and I trust you. And
I mean, that's more confident than how I am.
what do you mean?
It's not important.
It is okay. Now's the time. If this is happening, you should tell me.
I don't really remember much before I was killed.
Oh,
Like, I remember things, but when I try to think too much about stuff beyond working with Spindle and like some memories of like childhood, coming here to Melody and spending time with Al, it's a little fuzzy. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was rewoven into someone else's story.
Literal imposter syndrome.
Ugh.
well, I don't know what exactly is going on there, but you're the only Isaac I've known. And whether you stepped into someone else's life or not, you are the you now.
And you have to trust that they are them. I mean, would you really see Celia turn into her fish self and believe that's still one of them? You know, you can always trust Celia.
But I trusted Tamlin.
She can't shape change. I'm sorry, but there are some people where there is always going to be a risk when you trust people. And I mean, just in general, I'm not trying to be so preachy and like therapeutic sounding or psychologist sounding, but I'm trying to get you not to go and sacrifice yourself. Can't see me gesturing with my hands.
Yes, think of it, Zoe. That means we would have to rescue you. Do you want to put that stress on us?
I've already rescued them from you today once.
Oh shit, have I been here the entire time?
Yeah, what's
How long have you been muted?
No. If Benedict's here, that means Julia's here. That means I
No,
could have been coming.
The imaginary shoulder Benedict.
Oh, okay, Jesus.
Everyone's in the bunker right now.
Yeah, Zoe pulled Isaac off to the side.
Okay.
I know, Isaac, I know. And like, once this is over, I'm sure I'll be okay, besides my usual nightmares. Oh, this will definitely give me some new ones. I'm no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But like, She's there. She's there. She's tied to a wall. They took her face.
I know.
I know you know. I know you know. And I know you're the only other person here who cares about her even close to this, like, what's the way I do. Like, you know what I mean.
Yes, yes. You just... We're talking in circles. I can just say this. Please trust us to help you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. But if you do have to go do this, I can't stop you.
I don't want to, but I feel like I have to. But I don't know, Isaac. This is a lot.
Isaac will try to give her a hug.
Oh, she will accept the hug. And she will hug him. I'm gonna. Huh? I rolled something for her.
Oh no.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I rolled the 2d6, and if it was a success, she was going to listen to you. And it was a 10. Shock or not. Fine, okay, stay. But if more happens tomorrow and they bring her up again, I don't know if I can stop myself tomorrow.
I mean, I would understand. I
She
have
gives
some
me-
violent tendencies brewing when I start thinking about them.
She gives Isaac a very, an unnaturally strong squeeze. Thanks, Isaac. We gotta talk about your your stuff sometime, 'cause, like, you know, got some shit going on too.
We all have some shit going on, but there's also so much shit going on around us. We don't really have much time to breathe.
It's almost like we're playing in a story where, like, when the stuff is actually happening is when the story is with us.
And even the denouement sessions get real on accident.
God!
All because somebody wants to push the envelope.
That is not my fault.
I wasn't naming any names.
I saw the side glance.
But that's none of my business.
Drinks tea.
I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm not gonna sneak out, I promise.
Okay.
She, tosses her fingers. I promise.
You should have a snack.
Guys,
Yeah?
I have to go a minute ago.
Oh yeah, that's it. I'm done.
And with that, we'll end our session here. I would do a outro, but Lydia needs to go.
All right.